sure, but the evasion actually helps him a ton. Like, his illusion does not hit him. Combine that with backtrack percent, okay, he gets the chrono. He finds a snapfire. The Yules, though, he didn't BKB. So this is going to actually just allow them to survive this first chrono quite a bit. The lasso comes back. They get the Darkseer. A little bit of a disconnected fight here from the Execration, but they've got the numbers still. They have a lot more tools in the bag here. No one died on Secret. That is like best. Okay, Puppy may have died. Puppy's dead.
Hey, Palos is walking in the base though. He's not taking any damage. They have to just watch the void.
He just backtracked and he literally took 0 damage from Little Shredder. He backtracked and evaded every single one.
He's got the chrono.
He's going to use it, I'm sure, in not too long as they're focusing on this last lane of barracks here. He wants to get his eyes on Chrysalis. He's going to pop the... Okay, that is a dead lion. Palos able to time walk away. They pop the BKB and the Ruptures. We'll buy back now on the lion. Oh, they found Armel? Wait a minute. He needs to be careful. Paulus is so deep in the base with the time walks on forward. There it is. The lasso grabs the Snapfire, and he is Dagon to death.
Oh my god. They
That's
can't answer
a classic.
Palos. Like, Palos is just standing in front of them, just kind of taunting them. The rest of the team doing whatever they want.
And will he finally do it? He does. Lets the chrono rip. Another Yules coming out from Yamit. Beautifully done, but a counter roar. Another Dagon. Wow. That is it, baby. The GGs come out, and Execration with one of the most ridiculous comebacks I have seen in a long time.
That was sick. Just a Roche is all it takes, it seems. A Roche and a couple good team fights, and that's kind of it. A Secret, they were...
Yeah, this one's going to be an absolute treat to watch. Let's get into it, of course. Liquid versus Aster here at the Riyadh Masters. Let's get into game number 1. Both teams taking this one very seriously, T. All right, let's get into it. Of course, we've got this middle lane. Very hype matchup. It is, of course, Nisha versus Sumail. And I'm excited for this one, but up in the top lane is where we have First Blood. Zai actually ends up going down. A little bit too aggressive, trying to get some damage out onto Monet and onto PQ. Oh, okay. There's no mana left on Nisha to keep on chasing him down. They got to get the water runes. He can't let himself get baited in by the water runes, but... Bottom lane, once again, they're trying with the combo. Yep, Kaka, he's the one in trouble. Mickey's kind of low, but not really low enough. XXS trying to get himself away. Oh, still no points in Surge as well. Goes to double iron shell, of course, but will that get him the kill onto Insania here? He can't catch him. There's too many zombies. Day of the Dead down here as Insania is going to get the kill onto XXS instead. I gotta say, like, you need to have a point of Surge in this lane, man.
It's a quite great success.
Indeed, indeed. Putting on yet another showing. Is fun. So I think we need to take an eye on these cooldowns at bottom, because it does feel like every time they've got this tombstone cooling combo. Oh, never mind, top lane. Yeah, that's where the action's happening. Zai jumping through the both of them with the Timber Chain to try and get away. Illuminating coming through as well, but it's not going to be enough to keep Zai alive. They tried to go for some sneaky double whirling death stuff there with the chakra magic, but it wasn't quite enough. The sustain is too much from PQ in my name.
So you're going to be scouting out all the farming patterns of Aster. When Slark hits 6 and goes to jungle, that probably will get found, but for now, it's going to be quite good information for Liquid to use.
Monet stacking it up on Zai, but being a little bit careful as well, you know. If he pounces in on that one, he's going to do it, and yeah, that's going to be Zai going down. That feels like a tough one for Zai.
He's dead.
A lot of posturing. Of course, the mobility from both these teams is kind of insane, so with the Ember Spirit and the Io, two heroes which can move around the map very quickly. Wow, a lot of damage coming out onto both PQ and Sumail. Sumail, I mean, he's not the target. They need to bring down the Io first, but of course he's got the Remnant, the Link to bring himself back. Meanwhile, Ember in the middle of everything. Nisha, oh, he gets caught by a stun! Sumail catches him out, and that's going to be Nisha dead. Big kill, and now Slark jumps in on the sidelines, trying to find Boxy here. Boxy, I don't think he's got a way out of this one. Monet's going to bring him down. Oh dear, what a fight from Aster. But then if we go back to TI1, then Hem was kind of greedy, playing offlane wins, so...
Did he not create the greedy meta?
Yeah, but then we go back to Dota 1. Anyway, Mickey's being jumped. He doesn't actually connect with the pounce. Is that going to make a difference? Mickey, oh, he's got no points in ultimate, so he can't avoid it, but he gets a dead shot off regardless, but it doesn't matter. Lasso is out. Mickey, can they finish the job? The heals are coming through, but it's not enough. They will bring him down. Mickey is gone, but Nisha trying to find some return kills here. He jumps in for the reload, but gets changed up, and that's going to bring them both down. And Sania gets both of these kills, and now they're looking in for more. Monet, he doesn't have a Shadow Dance available. They don't have a cancel, but they do have the damage. Down goes Monet. Oh dear. I mean, sure, you get the carry, you get what you came for, but you lose so much immediately afterwards on the side of Aster. Yeah, interesting from Mickey though. Like this build where you don't take Pierce the Veil, you know, it's very greedy. Could have helped him survive there, I'm not sure, but oh, top lane, that's a lasso coming out onto Zai, and yeah, good night, sweet prince.
Playing the minus again?
For you.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna look about how many wards they expended for this fight. Oh, it's actually a smart strat. They're not expecting Nisha.
No, I think they're just bringing down Samael here. Let's see, PQ, can he do anything about it? I mean, he's jumping in, he's throwing down a bit of heals, and Nisha, he's getting kind of low in the process here. In comes a wall, but Nisha, he's got the remnants, just get himself back, so they're gonna bring down the king and back themselves away. No casualties expended.
Yeah, it's going to be good there. Like again, Asta, they are playing the wider map, right? They're looking for constant kills. Sumo does go down, and they're itemizing for the current moment. So that's where Liquid, their read on the game, when they start clicking on these heroes, it's like Leshrac didn't go Bloodstone. Slark isn't buying super scaling items. Okay, if we just survive, then they should be able to, you know, play it out.
He's trying to turn it around to Monet here, but Monet's just popped the ultimate, keeps slapping away into Zai, but he's going to die for it. Oh dear. Not the play you really want to be making here. I mean, just not really respecting that there's still a tier 1 up, so they can still just TP heroes in, no problems.
And now smoke up as well. Like I honestly didn't expect Liquid to be making a smoke play in the previous like 4 or 5 minutes of play, but Asta, they have given Liquid the confidence to do it with how they've.
Yeah, they really have. And
thrown
these
away
two deaths in a row for Slark, put Mickey in front, and now he's looking to join some fights of his own. Nice dead shot jumping on through, cancelling out Leshrac, and they are just both gone. The damage is not lacking from this team right now. They're going to take down everybody. 3 heroes dead in the blink of an eye on Team Master. Liquid with a huge invasion into the triangle. Pays off massively.
But Liquid, of course, so disciplined. Consistently second place. Maybe this is the time.
Well, no. Oh, in the group.
We are in the
yeah, okay.
Yeah, there we go. They'll win the group, they'll get it first. There we go.
Top lane though, Monet does find his kill onto Zai once again. It's been a bit of a trade now.
He solo kills, then he gets the return kill, then another kill. And you mentioned it earlier, the Muerta build, but I actually really like the idea of this because I think level 1 Pierce the Veil is very underwhelming. Yes, it's defensive. You know, meanwhile I say that, it might be going down. Doesn't actually have mana to use Pierce the Veil.
Yeah, the defusal just took away the mana he needed to cast Pierce the Veil there, so it does end up going down. That's unlucky.
Now Asta are smoking up. Again, Leshrac not in the smoke. So maybe the Io goes towards the Leshrac to pick him up, but... Oh, it's actually back right as well.
Arrived. Here we go. Jumper onto Timbersaw. Once again, it's under a tier 1, so they can TP if they want to, but they don't want to. It's the lost cause. Once again, Zai going down. 7th death of the game, by the way. Leave people to make their own assumptions about what's going on there, but it's a tough Timbersaw game, as mentioned. He's kind of fallen on the sword for his team in this game, that's for sure. The Slark matchup is terrible. They continue to take the tower, and they've got the heals out onto the Ember Spirit, but the stun won't quite be on the mark from Samael. You need to get it perfect versus that hero. Meanwhile, they're just killing off the tombstone on the backlines. Insane tried to get a cheeky one down, but they find him. And now the leash on Tanisha. He's in trouble. He needs some help. And then comes the ultimate from Mickey. Just blow up the Bat Rider. They'll be able to take him out, and they'll have to back away on the side of Asta. They don't want to take this fight no more, but the chains are out onto the Darkseer. Insane is on top of him as well. Dead shot to throw him back, and XXS gets his face blown off by Mickey. There's going to be 2 kills coming out from the side of Liquid. And
boring. I'm a plus 5 player, of course.
Counter smoke though. Now this is exciting too.
This is.
They've read the bait, and now they're calling the bluff, I guess. And let's see what they can find. Jump in. Lasso comes out. They're throwing everything onto Zai once again here. They want to try and take him down. Monet committing the whole damn caboodle onto the guy, and they will take him down. Insane is going to be next, and he will also fall. Wall even committed for this one. I mean, it kind of feels like if you throw down Tombstone, I'm going to throw down Wall, and that's the trade they're going to make. But
and of course, if he dies, yeah, go to Roshan straight away. No, to be fair, Asta, it was a really nice read, right? You smoke up in, as soon as Slark knows his vision, you disengage, use that secondary smoke to wrap deeper around. It was a really well thought out scenario. And whoa! No! And the Io's relocating to yoink it! Oh no!
There's more. It's getting worse. Alright, they got the Tormentor.
Did get the shot. They got it.
It's fine.
That's so worth
it.
That
3 heroes
so
dead. It's fine. Oh my god. I've seen bad torments in my life, but
we didn't see it.
The worst. I was watching the whole thing. I'm not even joking. Muerta just popped ulti and just killed them both. It was kind of funny. Nisha's now dead as well. Wow, I mean, this is
What
just...
the hell?
The spaghetti is out of the fanny pack. It's all over the floor. It's going very, very wrong very, very quickly.
I wouldn't be opposed to him just being so strong that he has a BKB and just flicks his way through the game. And Nikke.
Once again, smoking into the smoke. Sumail has been seen though. This is a great first target, but they need the damage to bring him down. He's got the BKB, so Sumail might just get himself away. Still some heavy clicks coming out, but not quite enough to finish it up. But now Lasso comes out. They managed to find Nikke. It's a big target, but they need to finish the job here, and they can't do it. Ultimate comes out from Nikke. Now he's able to turn around and start getting the damage off. But the Depth Shroud doing so much work in the middle of the fight, but they'll take down Kaka. Nikke so low, though. His own illusion doing so much damage to him. He's trying to fight up into them, but it's not quite enough. He's going to fall. Monet still healthy and still looking for a target. The next one's going to be Ember Spirit. Ember trying to get away. Nisha on the escape. The Chakra's going to refresh his spells. Monet's so low, but he will claim the kill. Now moves on to Zai. Zai, he's got the Timber Chain, and he's got the Whirling Death available, so he will be able to take the first life away from the Slark, but he's coming back in just a second, and he's going to be looking for more.
Surge him up.
Boxy in
Oh, Boxy.
the tree lines. Oh, very cute, but not cute enough, unfortunately.
Oh, this is so wholesome. They're running around the tree together.
Yeah, but he's still dead. Cute players from Boxy, but unfortunately this Ags just means that, yeah.
You're kind of like the awkward, squishy, drow-esque hero. Once you get the BKB, you're in the middle of the fight. You're just A-clicking, spinning around, killing everything, right?
Yeah.
And after they have recalibrated themselves to be able to start punishing this.
Okay,
You're by
this
yourself,
is a dead
boss.
shot, but that calling does do a decent amount of damage and slowing down the attack speed. And yeah, PQ tried to join his Slark and just ended up getting cooked. So that's a nice little trade for Liquid as they strike back a bit. Asta still looking so damn good, and Sumail is just full of confidence up here in the top lane. Is this too much confidence?
He doesn't have a TP. What's happening?
He does have a BKB, but he's holding on for the time being. He's trying to bait them in for something. I don't know what. Is he just saving his BKB because he knows he's dead?
Pretty much.
Into the tree line, and down he goes. Sumail gets taken out.
That was wild. I mean, we already know that Monet's playing this game with one mindset, and that's go, go, go.
Doing a bit of scouting, but once again, Liquid, they're just holding under their ward here. The safety of the high ground, the safety of the ward, dangling Zai a little bit. He has been the sacrificial lamb this game and will continue to be so. Clear out, force him back. He did have the Dark Pack going, but in comes a lasso. That'll drag him out of position and make this a much safer kill away from that pesky high ground. They'll take him down. Zai's gone.
Interestingly.
Oh, Nisha, he's in pretty deep here. Yeah, let's see if they can actually punish this. I mean, he's got no BKB. Great wall coming out from XXS on the sideline, so they'll take down Boxy. Nikke doing a decent amount of damage, though, forcing them back, but doesn't want to cross through in that wall. You see, he's just completely blocked off. He's going to have to deal with his own illusion now. Will kill that off, but yeah, again, you know, it's a lot of spells committed, but yeah, 2 buybacks from Liquid.
You've got Hex on Timbersaw, Hex potentially on Ember Spirit. You've got an Ags on Keeper of the Light, but Liquid very much aware of this potential play, and they are not even in their base. You know what, Asta? You can have it.
Yeah.
It's yours.
I mean,
We'll see you in game 2.
I think that's taking it a bit too far, perhaps, but
I mean, you got to be careful though.
and here we go. Immediately jumping in. The Aghanim is out as well. 2 heroes just dragged back. It's straight into the jaws of Monet, who is waiting to snap shut around Boxy. They'll take him out. Insane getting low as well, trying to get himself up to the high ground, and does get himself away. Monet does commit the ultimate for this one, though. Muerta still not back in the base, by the way. She is just like, nah, that looked terrible. 2 heroes got lassoed. I'm out. See you later. And, well, another nice vacuum coming through onto the 2 of them. Follow up with the Split Earth as well. That'll take down Zai. And the Spirit in a spot of bother here, but he's still just pumping out these flights, doing a decent amount of damage to Asta, trying to force them out here, but they're showing no signs of leaving, and they can go for bottom if they want to. Monet jumping in again. They've got the silence out onto the Ember Spirit. He could be in trouble. 4 stuff comes out from Nikke, but it's not enough to keep him alive. They'll get the kill onto Nisha and keep it going, and now they're looking for tier 4s. Asta are looking to slam the door shut, and I think they might just be able to. Nikke gonna see what he can do here, but there is absolutely nothing. The Hex is there. Buyback from the Ember Spirit. They'll try and keep Nikke alive, but there comes a BKB. There comes a Pierce the Veil. There's nothing to really do damage to him through this right now, but unfortunately, they're just gonna wait it out and then immediately try and kill him when he comes back in, and that will be successful. Now, they'll just look to clean up the rest. No buyback available in the Muerta. GG is called, and game number 1 goes to Asta.
What a weird and wonderful game as well. But Asta, they were dictating this entire game, be it through its ups and its downs. It was always Asta who were the kind of the culprit, and They finally are able to take the win, but yeah, Liquid coming in with the fun draft. Can they execute on it? Who knows? And Asta, they really just want to get that clean 2-0 and move on to the next phase of the tournament. I'm going to win TI. Oh, sorry,
the smoke
yes,
wrap around. They found Zai. Oh, but he dodges the blood grenade. Huge. He's in a bit of trouble here, though. They will connect with the blood. Right blood grenade comes down, but by huge. Also really low as well. Oh, the right click. They're going to find him, but Zai gets first blooded. Pichu will be the first one to die in Asta, but not before getting first blood onto Zai in the process.
I mean, it's honestly Zai's fault. He all chatted it. Like, he literally said where he was.
Oh, it's juicy from Boxy. Do they have to follow up damage, though, is the question. He's going to Astral try and get himself into the modicum of safety, but Nexe is just going to get in and take him down, and Samael, he's going to fall. A spear to the back of the head will do the job, and that'll be another kill going the way of Liquid.
Oh, there it is. All right.
Yeah,
Liquid
as
just
well.
cringe. Ooh.
He's accusing cringe. He's Twitch chat now. Very, very fun, but he's actually doing all right. In fact, he's doing better than all right. He's actually kind of outlaning Smell a little bit to the early stages here.
Yeah, he's doing really nicely on the CS, and they are trying to go aggressive on XSS top. He's getting relatively low. No points in the hunger right now, so he can't turn around and lifesteal. Yeah.
It's a pretty annoying combo, the Blood Right plus the Rocket Flare. Now they've added that little slow onto the Rocket Flare. Quite obnoxious.
It's a really nice addition.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Hey, the hook landed.
Maybe he was going for the flag bearer. I mean,
landed.
it technically landed, but Meepo in the top lane, Insatiable Hunger is now available, and that's when Brood can really just take over some of these lanes.
Yeah, Insania
kinda
heading
go
to
on
the
him and he just
trees
turns it
against the
around.
Brood. That is unfortunate. He's probably just going to get run down here, trying to get a bit of damage out onto Karko in the process, but cannot do so. I mean, even if you don't have the trees of death regardless, so at least force him to use the web charge.
He's going to go on again, but can just poof out with ease.
Yes, sir. He's gone.
He just loses like a third of his HP in a matter of seconds if he overplays his hand.
Once again, another
Wrap
jump in the
around
bottom
Zai.
lane, and this time they are going to be able to bring down Zai. Pichu, once he gets on top of you, you're just in so much trouble.
Lane dominating heroes, same thing, like Broodmother with more points in hunger, or even just having just getting to her level 6 takes over games. And for Liquid, the heroes kind of play backwards, right? Meepo wants to go to jungle. Clockwork's now going to chase down this Meepo again. You can't puff when you're battery assaulted.
No, you cannot. He's in so much trouble. No one's coming to help him out either. Out. He's got one more net on the main Meepo, but oh, just kind of stops and dies. Going to get it with
And
quickly, I
the
guess.
first vision as well. He's going to prevent him from juking, but
The hook into spear into blast off. Not quite working out. Well, hey ho. Looking at Monet here. Zai, he's got a black hole. He's going to throw it down. That's going to allow enough space for Mickey to come on over here. And with the damage from the techies, they will be able to get the kill. Very important pick off there. That was previously the richest hero in the game. And they've just killed him off.
nice moves there from Liquid. I'm mentioning the fact that they need to play on the damage of Mars, techies, etc. And you have a black hole available, go to his lane, get the kill, then make those wider moves. Unfortunately for Nisha, he tries to get a little bit of fun, but these supports, they are just hugging each other on the side of Asta. They are going from play to play, pressuring mid, moving top.
Yeah. And I
Get
feel
as many
like
kills as they can. Every move they make, it's in the hope that Nisha and his Meepo is farming behind. He has the Atos complete. Well, stats are the key for a Meepo.
Yep, if you haven't seen any Meepo players recently, then this is the normal build now. Good
Oh, the
stats on that
smoke.
item.
23 HP, good
Nick
lad.
A, and they go. Beautiful arena coming down onto 2 here, catching out both the Rubik and the Broodmother. Karka surviving for a surprisingly long time. He's actually stolen the Mars passive, and that's going to keep him alive for a bit, but does eventually go down. He's actually dying on the sidelines here. Mickey could be in some trouble as Monet's trying to chase him down. Atos out onto the Brood. Mickey left alone to fight up versus Monet, but Monet's got way too much damage to rip through that Mars and get that kill. And now with Samael blinking in from the sidelines as well. Going to eat up one of the Meepos, and Nisha has to do it with just the singular Meepo, and actually he's going to bail from this one. TP out on the main, poof on the other, gets him to safety. Nice micro coming out from him. And, well, that's going to pull the plug on that operation, but Liquid do lose 3.
Also, bot lane. Zai, he killed off the Clockwork once. He respawns, comes back, and he's going to go for round 2.
Yep, alright. This is,
Is he going to get it?
Yep.
Is he gonna get it?
The stolen black! Wait, it missed? Okay. It's fine, it's fine. You didn't steal anything. Don't worry about it.
and now Zai gets to join the team, and I feel like every time we have a moment of breathing, Liquid's just smoking up again. And how many arenas have we seen? How many times have we seen them try and go for the fight, but they don't have arena, they don't have black hole. This is purely throwing bodies into the fact that Brew doesn't have BKB, and it's optimistic, and
Oh, Mickey.
it's not paying off.
Oh, Mickey. Ouch. That hurts. They have got a decent amount of damage coming through onto the Bloodseeker, but of course that Astral is going to be there. And that one will hurt. Nisha. Trying to
Where's the
find his way into
damage?
the fight. Oh, the stolen hook from Karkat drags back one of the Meepos. You got to get him to safety. The other two coming in, though, looking for the damage, and now the hook straight back from Boxy as well. Insania, he's taking some heavy hits. Mono's going to fly into the fight, and XXS will claim that kill. And now Mono looking for more. Boxy up on the high ground, though, goes in with the Dismember, and with the Meepos there as well, they'll be able to take him down with a boost. Down goes Mono, takes a step too far. Liquid going for another hook, misses this one. Karkat, he's got his own available in 3 seconds. I'll be honest, this fight is all just a canvas for these hooks to be painted upon.
Alright, we're playing Podge Wars right now. We've got a little mini game loaded in this
Hell
one.
yeah.
I mean, Karko, of course, he misses the black hole. He's like, no, I'm gonna hit the hooks though, and he's gonna hit another one.
Oh, from downtown, catches out Mickey, going for the rune.
Ah, you're back on the
Yeah,
squad,
redemption,
Karko. Yeah,
redemption. That's my boy. You're back in the team. Congratulations.
And Asta are currently crushing all the fights with Aegis. So the win
None
rate
of that
probably
matters.
is. Don't know, because Liquid are having fun, and I'm here for it. So they're farming so defensively, and on the Radiant side, that Liquid can't capitalize on that. Yeah, good communication there on Asta to at least understand where to go. Realistically, Blue shouldn't be there, but it doesn't matter. Pichu's now in.
Yeah, there it is. Here come the cogs. Oh, the hook comes out though onto Pichu, bringing him back under the tower. They will probably finish the job here onto the techies, but can they get the return kill? Doesn't look like it. Full stop is there from Smell from the high ground. A rare situation where a carry, a mid laner uses. Oh, how did that hook miss?
It's bug cosmetic. You got to look for the grey part of the hook, not the green part of the hook.
It's also up the high ground, which makes it weird as well. When it changes planes,
What is weird is
that's a lot of damage onto Mickey. Rupture's out, and he's now in a bit of trouble. And with Samel committing the damage as well, they will get the kill. But Monet, can he fight up into Nisha here? Looks like he can. Mega Meepo is out, but again, it doesn't seem to be doing that much work as the Astrals there. Actually, just break the Mega
Breaks
Meepo. Oh, that's
Okay.
terrible.
Yeah, it's
He's dead.
horrendous.
That is a horrific interaction. Unlucky, I guess. Samale might be in a bit of trouble here as the bomb's about to explode. Oh, he's going to be able to heal up through it, though. And now a hook shot from downtown coming out from Pichu. Not enough to finish off Insania, but Samale runs on through and will be able to finish the job. It's an ultra kill for Samale. Survives through it all and does get the kill. Basta proven they are more than that. They are worthy competitors. 11k gold up. Oh, we got the nice front to back scoreline, 2-1-1-2.
I'm gonna join Twitch chat.
And 22-22 on the clock as well. It's all symmetrical. I love it. Nisha, he's taking some heavy hits from Samale here. Mega Meepo once again. I think that was a bit of science being done by Liquid there. They weren't quite sure about the case. They just tested it onto Samale there, and they do indeed figure out that Astral just completely annihilates them. And Zai, he's gonna get 3 slapped by Samale. Samale's just kind of invincible at the moment. I think everybody on Astra's kind of invincible.
What's
at the
stopping
moment.
Asta?
He
So I'm trying to
doesn't
think-
feel like a tanky guy though. He uses Bulwark and then Odie just says nah. He cuts through it
I
regardless.
feel like for Liquid at least, like the magical timing for them will be if they can isolate this OD. Sumo has done so much work. Even like Pichu on the clock has done so much work just disrupting the formation of Liquid. Like that might be the hopeful comeback. But as you see here, Liquid is throwing out right connection on anything, and Asta.
Boxy eats a Mars bar in the middle of that fight. Very nice. Now, jumping forward onto Kaka. Rubik's going to fall as well. There you go. A couple of kills going the way of Liquid. Do they have still a bit of life in them? I mean, maybe. Probably not enough to win the game, but they could at least get some kills and have some fun.
A couple of kills. Oh, the Hex. Oh no.
Owie. Oh no, now the Hurricane Pike as well. One more click.
He's
will
not
do the
playing the
job.
game. No, man.
There you go.
He's the coach of Tundra. Don't know why you're bringing up Aoi.
What can he do with his
Do you think
information?
someone's going to TP through and forget? I can see Pichu using the Twin Gate here, forgetting and just dying. Maybe they can find that liquid magic to get that fight, but still it's... Asta just hitting all the creeps, hitting all the farms. Zai gets a Wisdom Rune, blinks out. Ooh, and dies.
Oh no. That's worth it. Wisdom Rune obtained. Victory had. Jesus. Samel He's not even. He's reaching maximum capacity. He's got the Swift Link now, so yeah. He's got some attack speed going on. I'll say that much.
Secured hits in, but now Asta getting the confidence to go high ground, trying to close out this game.
Oh wow.
Meepo has the Hex though. Keep that into consideration. And Aegis is out in 36 seconds.
Oh, but guess who else has the Hex? Samael does. He tries to blow up Boxy straight off the bat, does do so. No buyback available on Pudge either, but they'll come around the sidelines and kill off XXS. But Nisha, his Meepo's in trouble. Mega Meepo's out, immediately disassembled by the Astral, and down he goes. That is so unfortunate to watch time and time again. Zai getting run down by Mono. He's going to be the one taken down next. It doesn't look like Liquid really have much left in the tank. Buybacks are coming. Samael is low, but they can't seem to finish him off. And even if they can, he's got an Aegis for another 10 seconds. I mean,
Liquid, of course, need to take the fight in that moment, but yeah, Asta playing around that timing quite nicely.
they tried to drag it out with a Meepo, but oh, here comes the slaps. But once again, Boxy is there to gobble people up, and we'll eat that Mars. Delicious.
He's had a pretty good series. In this game, 1-2-20. The previous game, putting in an absolute, clinic on the bat rider. Liquid, they're smoked up. They're ready. They want to make the play. They got the blink daggers, the hexes. They got everything.
Let's go.
This is the moment.
You're gonna see Mono BKB
Run away, run away, run away.
quick on the fingers, and in comes the Rupture out onto Zai. Zai taking so much damage, no black hole today. Buyback immediately coming out from him, though. In comes the Arena. They're trying to focus everything they've got onto Bloodseek, but he's taking no damage, and Mega Meepo is getting torn apart by XXS. Now inside the Mega Meepo will come out, but look at how much damage Mono does to it regardless, and the Astral's there to break it regardless. Down goes the Meepo, down goes Boxy, down goes Insania. Mono just playing whack-a-mole in this fight, running around, slapping these heroes down, and the stolen black hole. This time it will land, and the GGs will come out, and there is your victor. Beautiful stuff from Patrick R. Observer to end the game there as Asta take the victory. Liquid, yeah, they were having some fun with it there. They were throwing a bit of caution to the wind with this game, but still a very entertaining series nonetheless. And that puts Asta at the top.
Venom is like a core that you do not want to fall behind from the start. So it's very, very important for the Venom to get a good start so he can actually snowball the game. But right now you see the Undying, you can't really do much against the Venom because he's just going to kill you in the lane. So it's pretty difficult for him to harass, but what he can do is just try to focus on last hitting the range creep and just protecting the draw, making sure the draw gets the creeps. But DM, he's going to get ran at, his gear is on cooldown.
He's just dead? He's just dead, Winter. That's 12 stacks of decay that he had let accumulate on himself.
So he's gonna be free farming this lane for now. There's not much the Enigma can do anymore to post a kill threat on this lane, so they're gonna be just happy trading farm.
Especially with the point and leap now already for SinQ. He's not really in any danger
top
here.
lane. Ghost.
Yeah, they're going top on a Ghost this time around with Boundless Strike. Oh, the deny!
Nice.
In time. That's a big play out from DY. Still time wasted at least for OG, where, Ghost is not going to be able to get any farm. Down bottom, though, is where at least things are looking pretty decent for the side of OG. Yuragi well on his way to the Diffusal Blade. Has already that first Blade of Alacrity being flown out. Top lane, though, is where there's trouble, as Ghost is going to go down. DY able to at least trade away for DM, and might be able to also secure the kill onto Seb. Level 1 Jingu Mastery here. Seb's going to get it secured, but still will fall. Bonus damage and lifesteal not nearly enough to fight through this Undying.
He doesn't see the Ember on the map and he feels like he's threatened in the lane.
I mean, that's the right move to make. Taiga doing his best to be as annoying as possible, does block a stack. Is going to be now picked up by SinQ. Does have that arrow, that level 3 Starstorm. Primal Roar already utilized here by JT, as they do still find Ghost. BZM able to connect successfully there. Taiga killed off as the courier who was giving the vision. SinQ with a tip onto Taiga. Seb, he went out to farm the wave, has a pig pull to try and escape. But Paparazzi taking the racing line here, cutting down that tree. Seb looking for the TP out, and I think he's got him on this occasion. Will be able to make it safe and sound back into the fountain. Well played there, wasting a bit of time out from Paparazzi.
Top lane, EY.
Yeah, good old Gus here. They're going to try and turn on to BZM. Ooh, the damage. It's high. BZM avoiding a little bit of it, though, but did not have a safety remnant when he made that dive, Winter. He will fall. Ghost picks up the kill. SinQ was behind all the while, ready to jump on in to secure it if needed. Tower will go down as DM's push is successful this time around, but they're baiting him. They don't know that Sinq's in the trees. Arrow connects. There's a TP scroll available from DM. He's going to turn and try and fight his way through this one. He will fall. Ghost still might end up going down. He TP's into the fountain, and he's going to be A-okay, safe and sound as well.
No, they definitely have to make use of the blink. Get towers, get kills, and then get Roshan because of Medallion.
I think Seb missed his stun on that one, on that particular occasion. Not quite sure. Sinqu either way, he's not scared of Seb. He'll drop the tip right on back to him. He might be a little bit more scared, though, of BZM, as they have already used the Searing Chains. There's going to be the Urn Charge as well. Sinqu leaps up to the high ground and away from the Bounty Monkey King, although BZM looking pretty deep now. Does not have a Remnant on back. BZM is going to be able to secure the kill. That's his last Remnant. TPs will be canceled, actually, by the side of Extreme Gaming, at least the one. Paparazzi is eager to TP on back and will secure the kill there on a BZM.
Not worth it.
Yeah, JT takes the tower down bottom, and the XD from Sinqu.
Yeah, a lot of fights were started by
So he's like trying to play as a core, so he's rushing like Axe so he can actually deal a lot more damage with his spells, with the Poison Nova.
Alright. I thought he saw that one to the outpost. Maybe he did?
No, he doesn't have a Hawk.
He didn't have a Hawk. I mean, he was right next to it. Oh, I don't think he saw that one either. Hold on to the axe. Oh, he's going to actually make the Blink Dagger onto BZM. Arrow caught by the Eidolon as the Yule Scepter is going to stop Taiga from counter-initiating with a Black Hole, at least right away. Out comes the Wukong's command. Blood Grenade even thrown now towards JT, but the Drums of Slime keeping him alive. He actually had the Aegis, by the way. So OG looking to back up with the counter-initiation. Now Paparazzi finishing off Taiga. DM hoping to try and TP away. The damage is not sufficient out from the side of Extreme Gaming. He will be allowed to leave. Seb as well makes it out alive. It's an Aegis for the life of the Monkey King and the Wukong's command. OG, they're eager to fight in this area where they've got a lot of wards up, as the Extreme Smoke might end up taking them into this area. But yeah, just trying to get max illusions. Oh, well, they found him. He's hoping that he had this heart finished off now. Still has the Doppelganger to try and escape here. The Drums of Slam, though, at max beating now, as it is going to be Yuragi who takes him down. The rest of OG seems like Sinqu actually forced to use the Yule Scepter defensively.
You know, you can't take the carry out of him, you know. He's always like the carry on the team.
He's farmed up. I mean, actually, he's not the most farmed. Of all the games, you get to say that. This game, not very true at all, Windsor. Sinqu has still the arrow. Didn't want to use it on that initial go-around. Maybe saving it now in case Taiga decided to throw down the Black Hole. No chance for him to do so, as the arrow finally let loose. Will connect onto him. They're going down bottom. I believe they've seen Seb jump into one of these trees with the lane ward they have down. Tombstone is ready to be used. Ooh, DY, he's guessing. He's looking for that extra stack of decay. He's looking for the mine. Oh, he got him this time. Oh, and Seb just jumps down. DY, he doesn't like what he sees because Yuragi's on his way on over as well. Yule Scepter used. Will be able to catch Seb, even if he does avoid the damage. Tombstone now defensively placed down, but JT joining the fight with the Drums of Slump. Finds the roar onto Seb. He's already dead. Yuragi at least finally draws blood in this fight. In this game, rather, but it might be now at the cost of his own life as JT sweeps him up there with the Wild Axes. No way out for him. Ghost already pushing back towards the mid lane. Yeah, bypassing the creep wave here, allowing Ghost to finish farming those up. See what they can find. Oh, gee. Not really properly positioned here. The arrow sails through, will connect on a Roche, but it's going to be now the roar connecting onto DM. The silence prevents him from doing much. At least he does get off his death poison Nova.
Yeah, pretty nice.
Still just don't think they can contest Roche here. It's going to go the way towards Extreme Gaming.
Yeah, but the whole game we still have not seen like a Black Hole, right? I mean, this is why the hero is so popular right now. It's not just only about the lanes. Like after that, he can push waves with decay, and he can deal.
Rocky gonna head on to Ghost. We'll see if they can actually connect the stun onto the real one. Taiga threatening for the Black Hole for now as Ghost setting his count, trying to fight BZM though. He's still alive. No, will go down. Taiga as well, unable to get off the Black Hole. Set from behind. Yule Scepter interrupts him for getting off the Boundless Strike. It's still at least the first life onto Ghost, but he's gonna stand his ground and continue to fight. Yuragi at least able to break that marksmanship proc, the aura, but it's not gonna matter as he is still finished off relatively easily. He cannot stand his ground and fight here on this PL.
I call that the Breathe Fire. Like that's also a very, very good spell against the PL illusions in the team fight, like severely limiting his damage output in the fights. And without like a BKB Black Hole, I don't see how OG can actually win the fight here.
Ooh, JT, he's just in. Oh, and they have the follow-up arrow as well. The kill trivial here as Ghost will secure it. The frost arrows from behind. There's a buyback on DM. Taiga as well, again, still waiting for that right opportunity to black hole. Maybe it's next game. Yule Scepter has caught Seb here, and he is going to go down. Despite his best efforts, does not have buyback. Does make it now a 3. Make that a 2 versus 5.
Yeah, I have a feeling we are never gonna see a black hole this year.
No. Have hope. He's just waiting for the right one, okay? Yeah, or Seb can act as the bait. Extreme Gaming have proven time and time again they're willing to really commit at least a tombstone to kill him. OG, this might be their opportunity here as they do smoke up. They've got a ward now on the high ground where Scouts JT is completely alone here, Winter. Black hole number 1 of the game. Oh, and it's not going to be completed though as JT eager to try and turn this one around. They've already gotten the kill onto DM as well, and Yuragi, and Seb being beaten back and wiped off the face of the earth. OGs try their best to find a surprise fight against Extreme Gaming, but it immediately does not go their way. Extreme Gaming, they save the life of the Beastmaster, and they take down 4. We call it in America the Papa Roach. That was their last resort. They're suffocating.
The Papa Roach.
Yeah, it's a music reference. Don't worry about it. The buyback now from OG is, at that point, you've got really no reason to move around the map.
Nobody
one
to
lands
go to
on
Mayfair.
Boardwalk.
Nobody
No,
wants
man.
to go Mayfair.
You land once on Boardwalk, and it's GG. Seb.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
there's no way out of this one for him. I think he's going to be killed off here from outside the pit. Ghost nearly 2-shots him. It's godlike now on the Drow Ranger. 10, 3, and 7. JT, though, having one hell of a game, Winter.
Yeah, JT is the one that has, 2 hotels on Mayfair?
Yep. Why Mayfair? Why not just Boardwalk? How do you know such
Isn't
obscure...
Mayfair the most expensive one?
What is this, like British Monopoly? Mayfair? Get out of here.
Mayfair is the
In
last
trouble
one,
though, DM. Taiga blinking back now defensively as Paparazzi pops the BKB. Eager to chase now as he does have DM within arm's reach of at least the Dragon Tail stun. DM is going to take on down, does get within range of the Poison Nova at the very least. Not really sure if OG have got a fighting chance in this one, especially as JT jumps forward. He finds the roar now onto Yuragi. Ghost letting loose the arrows, and they have the kill onto Yuragi. Seb doing as best as he can now as he does lay down the Wukong's command, but he is going to be finished off here as Ghost is just way too strong in this kind of a game. Leaping up to the high ground. That's the dieback now on DM, and Seb's going to throw in the towel. OG, they fall in game number 1. The side of Extreme Gaming absolutely dominate here. 6-32. Oh boy, Winter.
I don't understand what the Venom is meant to do this game. If he's building as a carry and trying to do damage, then I don't really get what's the game plan, because the draft that becomes really greedy.
But more surprising to me, BZM is not taking the points in Vortex yet, so Paparazzi has been able to get a couple of creeps using Shield Crash. He's still struggling, of course, because, Static Remnant and Overload against a melee hero does quite a number. But yeah, you can see, normally that's where, a Storm would just Vortex you in. I assume at level 3 he'll pick it up.
Yeah.
Might go for 2
And bot
points in
lane, spin. Yuragi is going on Sin Q.
that he is, and Sin Q without any movement speed buff. We'll hold on to the 5-stick charges. That's going to be first blood here for Yuragi. To go 102, so you still end up going for points in Overload and Remnant. So they seem to still really prefer that. Seb will take a bit of a bruising here. That last little Malefice proc. ODY quickly picking up the kill. Look at it, finishing off the Eidolons before he goes back to kill Seb. The disrespect there. Before he finally drops the
And the
tip.
small little things.
He's playing into this Rubik endless ET, so a couple ways to shut him down, even through a BKB, should he find the money for that one.
Yep, Jin Q. They caught him with the disruption. Gonna deny the wall as well.
Yeah, he's going to actually fight his way through this one. DY showed up to fight. JT does not have enough experience for that Arena of Blood, but that's a big old Spear of Mars, which will catch BZM. Paparazzi leaping up to the high ground. Now down the stairs he goes. Out of mana is BZM. Does not have any mangoes either, but does have at least a very strong ally here with him. Yuragi shows up to fight. Will be able to take down DY.
You need to find a balance. You help your team and you help yourself.
Jewelder's about to pop here. Paparazzi ready to move. Smoke on smoke action. Those OGs will break first, but there's wards here. There's a vision. Nice 2-man stun is going to allow them to at least get the jump on the Taiga with disruption stolen. EZM very patient here on the ball lightning. Finds a little bit of his mana burn there on the diffusal reveal.
Yeah, the disruption actually came a bit late. He was able to get his roll off, so couldn't really get the disruption. but still only losing the SD there. Quite decent disruption.
Yeah, actually, with the Watcher, they've got vision here, and they've set up perfectly on a BZM. They're going to let the Earth Splitter on through first.
Wow,
Perfect
very nice.
crowd control and a beautiful kill there onto OG. The Watcher just now timing out.
Perfect.
Lovely use of the Watcher. That was amazing. We've all seen it. I hate it when it happens to me in my games. Okay. Little catch there on the BZM. We'll put him to sleep, but otherwise is not going to stop this push. Paparazzi has himself his Rolling Thunder ready to go. Fortify committed now by the side of Extreme with Ghost joining the fight. Has his own Diffuser Blade. They're TP'ing in JT as well. Echo Stop catching DM. He could be in for a rough time now. A rude awakening as Disruption will catch him, but JT patiently waited for the Spear of Mars. He is killed off. Even overcommitting slightly with the Earth Splitter, but it's going to take down Seb as well. Extreme Gaming, they defend the Tier 1 tower with ease. It does cost him a couple of ultimates though, Winter.
What else they can actually do to defend the tower, so they're gonna have to forfeit it. Ghost is ready
Well,
to fight.
they have a Fortify. Yeah, Slark's ready to fight. Chugs down bottom, but you will have Ravage in a black hole here. We'll see what they want to go for. His Ghost might be the target. He's already actually utilized the Shadow Dance, but Sin Q could be in for a bit of trouble. Gets the lift off, preventing the black hole or the Ravage, but it won't matter much because he's still going to be taken down. Taiga with the kill credit there. BZM lurking on the edge of the fight, but it's OG who defend the Tier 1 tower for now and look to finish what they started. Tier 1 tower, DM, Meteor Hammer. You check that one off your list, OG fans. That one's done. Hold on, though. In the river, Black Hole.
Nice.
He's going to be able to catch two. Do they have a stun in time? Not enough mana for the Echo Stomp. BZM following through. The Ravage as well. Doesn't hit anything, but it doesn't matter because that's two cores already dead. JT and Ghost caught by the Black Hole of Seb, and there's the counter initiation they were looking for, Winter. They got it perfectly there.
Yeah.
Smoke move down bottom, though, from the side of XG.
This is not
got
the
two
not the
really
biggest
aggressive
kill.
wards out.
This is not the biggest kill that they hope for.
Yeah, we're not hoping to find a Seb here. He might even drop a tip or a voice line. Anything, Seb? Anything for the fans? No, not yet. For the Radiant side, gives you a little bit of vision behind the Dire Tier 2 tower.
In between the lane.
Yeah. You see into the lane, you can see the ramp. It's a good one. Careful though. Spear has caught one. DM is going to take a lot of damage here. Disruption not in time for the Earth Splitter. Paparazzi perfectly getting out of that pinball zone just in the nick of time. As DM is going to now be joined by a couple of allies. The Spear is going to find the kill on the DM. A DY being kept alive just barely as BZM out of mana. Potentially is overcommitted here. That's going to be a stolen Vortex. Last bit of mana used to try and escape the fight, but Paparazzi and Ghost, they're right on top of him. They've secured the kill. The double defusal burning too much of the mana. JT blinking forward, finding the Spear now onto Yuragi. Ghost, though, unable to connect the leash in time. But they're nearly by their Tier 2 tower and will not be able to contest this nearly in time. The Roche will fall. It is going to be double Wisdom Runes at the very least for Extreme, so...
Yeah, I mean, OG are still feeling pretty good in this game right now. Storm has Aegis. They're a very, very strong team fight right now with the Black Hole and the Tide Ravage. Enigma has all the auras, the Solar Flare is the mech.
Check that out as well. BZM has just finished up his Orchid, so that's completed now. Sin Q is going to eat an Omni Slash. As now Yuragi leading OG into battle a second time. Storm, looking for the silence, will find it, but Ghost just barely able to Dark Pact in time. Black Hole is going to come in to be able to at least try and get this kill on the Ghost, and with the spin active, they easily have him surrounded and killed off. Even if they did cancel that Black Hole, nice job there. On the side of OG, they'll catch two more. Of course, with the changes to the debuff immunity, the Blade Fury only gives you, what, 50%, no, sorry, 80% additional magic resist, so you can still be hit by a couple of things here. Just not that they're debuff immune. Smoke will break. Yuragi is going to be speared back, hit by the tree. The Ravage to try and counter-initiate, but it's going to be the Disruption stun, which saves the day here for OG. BZM makes another jump on in, but a very good Depth Shroud is going to allow them to continue fighting. Out comes the Omni Slash, but plenty of heroes, and now creeps even into Absorb this one, as Yuragi stuck on the wrong side of this fight. The Spear will finish him off, and it's a Storm Spear holding onto the Aegis, as OG losing out on the fight. Seb even is going to end up getting caught here by the side of Sin Q, and Extreme Gaming, they clean up as it's OG go looking for a fight and leave with a bloodied nose.
I mean, you think that the worst thing that could happen to you when you're black holding as Enigma is being bashed by some random copper right click.
Oh yeah, dude, that was amazing. out in Bali. I forgot. Wasn't that an Eastern European team? Was it Nine Pandas who did
Yeah,
that?
safe. No, it was safe.
Oh my goodness. Here we go though. Careful, DM. He's the only one not in this smoke. Oh, and they are going to make the jump on him. They missed on the spear. And now Extreme Gaming, they find more than what they bargained for as the entire team is going to look to counter-initiate on them. The Disseminate already blown here as JT silenced up. He's tanking quite a few spells. Extreme Gaming though, unable to really get in there. Utilizing the Shadow Dance passive, they know that OG have planted a ward of themselves up on the high ground. As oh my goodness, JT is in the arena, catches 3. Seb, he's just left dead in the middle of the arena as Taiga ends up disrupting himself. DM also taken out. Taiga's gonna end up buying back, but they're immediately on a BZM. He's leashed up in the spear. JT, what an absolute Giga Chad move! Absolutely just starting the team fight off on his own terms.
The god of war, Mars, JT.
From the Malaysian offlaner here over the side of Extreme Gaming. That's going to be just a full set of bottom barracks, Winter, and that's not even Roche.
I think the team fights is actually not that difficult for them to take if they are well positioned.
Well, we'll see. This is not the proper positioning that they're hoping for. They are perfectly scouted.
Oh,
JT, he's just in again. Somehow, that has caught him. Taiga. Seb, unable to get off the black hole. He started the cast animation. I don't think he's going to be able to get it off now as, oh, goodness gracious. Paparazzi's found his man, JT, as well with the die back there onto Taiga. Ghost trying to fight his way through this one as well. He's on top of Iragi. His Agi disappearing. Even DY doing too much damage. There's the spin, but without the talent. Ghost still chasing him down. They've at least gotten through DY, but it's going to cost BZM his own life as Yuragi. There is no escape from this Extreme Gaming side. He doesn't have a spin, he doesn't have an Omni Sash, and he doesn't have a team to support him, Winter. Extreme Gaming, they win yet another brawl as JT just initiates again on his own. He's winning them the game. They're going for tier 4s.
Ending the game, you know, that's what you want from your initiating hero or player. No hesitation, you know.
There's a
confidence.
fortify. There's a buyback. Seb's back in 3 seconds. Does not have a Link Dagger, but does have a Black Hole, Winter. 4 alive now with a triple buyback, but goes, oh, the Ravage onto him. They have managed to catch him. He didn't get off Shadow Dance or the Depth Shroud, and it seems like Ghost will be punished for his lack of skill usage there. OG now, there's an opening for them as they're going to charge, I assume, straight down bottom and take Roche. This is too scary. OG, they've dropped a lane ward right where the tier 1 bottom used to stand.
Richie, they're running away.
Extreme Gaming, yeah, they're back to full strength. I see why they're running away, Winter. In fact, Rubik zip it in. Look at that. Sin Q able to find Taiga here. He doesn't have buyback, so that's still a valuable pickoff. Might just buy enough time for Extreme Gaming to finish off this Roche, especially with Seb showing now top lane. Aegis, Depth Shroud, just damn. You pick up a shell on the beach, and Pangolier might cancel your black hole. He's got an Octarine core as well, his 15 talent, Ag Scepter, and a Basher. Maybe that Midas really has quite paid off this game for him. Draghi, quick little bash into the stun. Extreme Gaming, though, biding their time. Not the initiation they're quite looking for. Big old zip zap on the way on in. Doesn't really bait out much from the side of Extreme Gaming. Telekinesis. JT holding on to the spears. Yuragi spinning to win here. JT, oh, they've actually found a silence, a stun onto Yuragi. Oh, but the disruption save in the nick of time as JT did connect onto the spear. BZM onto the backlines, trying to disrupt this fight, but it's not going very well still. As Extreme Gaming, they're just too strong. The Omni Slash is coming out, but the Creep Wave is here to tank it. Yuragi, he comes out without any mana. DY's right on top of him. There's the Spear of Mars. Ghost laying into him now. Finds a bash even from Paparazzi, and Yuragi throws in the towel. All of his Agi's been taken. Extreme Gaming, they will take the 2-0 over the side of OG, despite Seb's best efforts here for the Black Hole.
What a performance by JT on the Mars here. You know, like winning them the last couple of fights with his initiation and his confidence when he was jumping in, fearless. He knows that he's really strong. His team's going to back him up.
I think it's them just creeps slowly up and up. But on the other hand, I don't know if Bet Boom's going to let you do that. I think Tundra has struggled traditionally against the strong laning teams, and Bet Boom certainly is one of those.
Yeah, BB team has definitely shown their strengths as they have, you know what, they're actually a relatively frustrating team to prepare for, because if you listen to their interviews, they will say, you know, leave a major, they say on that, oh, but we didn't do that well. They came top 16, like basically lost at that land, and then we didn't do that well. We really ill, we were playing with a high temperature, so next major, coming to another land, they had to play with the stand-in, and you know, they still didn't do too well, 13th to 14th, and they played with the stand-in, so of course they're not going to do well. So they got that one going for them in terms of, I wouldn't call them excuses, but, you know, in a little bit they are. And then the next land they go to, Bali. Well, we mentioned semi what happened there. It didn't end very well either. They came top 12 where everybody had high expectations because surely they're not playing with the stand-in. They are not sick. They should be doing well. And then Fair, they don't. And now I don't know what to expect from this team. Because they said that it's not that they're not a LAN team. It's just that they've had things happen.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we forgot second, right?
Yeah, but that was live, like on live.
That has been my interpretation of BB teams on the most part. When it comes to LAN, they seem to underperform from what you see online. And they have a lot to prove regarding that. If this is a LAN setting, you have to get whatever nerves or whatever that mental block is or excuses, it doesn't even matter at this point. You just gotta get rid of them and just play better.
Play better.
When I look at their roster, BB, they have 5 like all-stars in the sense that these guys are some of the highest ranked guys. I was looking at the leaderboards prior to coming into this series. They have GBK who's sitting at number 2 on Europe, Nightfall who's number 9 on Europe, Pure who's MMR is still from Southeast Asia from the Bali Major. He's ranked 1 on there, and Saves even in the top 50 as a support player. So maybe it's a bit of an ego problem on LAN. That's quite possible because you know, if you look at traditional sports and you assemble a lineup of all rock stars, all-stars individually, it doesn't necessarily always work out. But I've seen this team slowly become more and more of a unit throughout the course of the season. So I'm just rooting for them for the sake of playing. I can see it coming together. They have so much potential, and yet it has flopped so far.
Yeah, we've all seen the potential as well. It's like through the GBC, through Dream League, it just, can they get online? Yeah, the ego aspect of it is interesting because I watched those same interviews where that Save did at Dream League, and he was just so sure. He's like, oh, we just had some stuff. Like he really downplayed his results. And normally teams will be, yeah, we didn't do as well as we expected. He was like, yeah, one of us was sick the whole time, and blah, blah, blah. I think they showed it at Dream League Season 20. So I think they have really good potential. They looked great at Bali before the out-of-game stuff happened. So, and that's motivating them more. Like, all right, it's finally time to like.
I bet they do have a little bit of good potential. They definitely need to prove, and maybe especially so against Tundra because they did it before. They were able to 2-0 Tundra with the stand-in, but they would love to do it again here. Also, this is their first series, so based on this, I don't know, Fair, how much does the first series of a group stage like determine your, I don't know, your vibe going into the tournament?
I think this is where you have the most wiggle room to like take a couple losses. However, you always want to start strong. You always want to be like, hey, our ideas are working, everything we prepared for, everything we scrimmed, your first couple games, if they work, you're feeling good. You don't have to go to the drawing board quite yet. So that's going to be super important for them. But if they do lose a game here, and they're a pretty level-headed team, we've seen time and time again, when Thunder do lose, they have a sports psychologist and everything for them. They're good at taking losses and bouncing back from it. The only problem I've had with Thunder recently is I think their strategies haven't been on the tier that they've been on since they won the PI. And you can't really just fix that overall.
Well, let's get into some player matchups because we mentioned earlier that GK is on the top of this game, and normally we also expect 9 to be on the top of this game. This mid matchup is the one that has my eye, Brian. I'm sure you've also thought about 9 versus GPK.
I mean, I thought about all these core matchups for sure. This one particularly, I think GPK in the laning stage has a pretty significant advantage. Nine's more known for his overall, like where he is on the map, his presence in the game, and his hero pool being a little wonky. So I think we're going to see GPK maybe picked early on in the draft since we're seeing a lot of like Snapfire getting flushed with the lane, while on the other hand, 9 might be more prioritized later on because of his niche picks.
Yeah, this girl for I I've always really wanted for 9.
because there's a lot of the picks that he at some point made popular, making everybody think about literally every hero on the sun in terms of, well, this could be a mid lane hero. Is there really something that is undiscovered here?
That's hard to say because I don't have the mind of 9. Normally when he comes up with something, it's like, wow, I didn't really think of that one. It's usually out of the box, and that's been his flair as a player right now. Like, he will find those things that are super creative, and that'll give his competitive advantage. As of recently, we haven't seen too much of it. He had the mid game, that did take 2 hours for these little mines and stuff. Yeah. It's still creative, and that's the type of stuff we can expect to see from him, but it's really hit or miss for him. It either works and looks genius, or it's like, yeah, let's try something.
And is it the mid lane indeed the lane that you're going to keep your eye on, or is there something else that you are more interested in?
I'm always, when I think of Tundra, I look at 33. I think his performance, what hero he's playing, really sets up the whole tempo for how the team is going to perform. It also feels like his heroes have just been personally, I think that's now really popular. And micro hero, he's super down to play that. And then there's like, those are all just mega staples for him. So it's been a good 2 years.
I've got maybe a ton of bias going here, but I'm looking at the carry matchup because specifically not even these two players, but this new meta for these two players, because last patch for carry was relatively straightforward. You're going to be playing Medusa, or you're going to be playing Morphling, like 90% of the games. But right now, with those two heroes getting dropped down a notch, you're dealing with a lot of similar offlaners like Bashir was already being seen a lot in the last patch, and now we're seeing him even more now. Enigma was picking up in the last patch as well. So what are our answers? Like, how are these carries going to find laneable lanes and able to get off to the start that they need?
Yeah, the most famous hero for Skeeter was Bloodseeker, the last tournament, so that's probably the most obvious one. If you can get Bloodseeker against Darkseer, you have lane sustain, you'll transition, you can gank. Skeeter does a great job rotating every time he structures up, so I can see that being a really stable.
Naga, I think, as well. It's done really well this tournament, and Tundra hasn't had a chance to pick it, but they've always had Naga and other illusion heroes in the repertoire.
I mean, this should be a really good Skeeter patch, because he likes to select. Morph, they're no longer no-brainer picks. You gotta think about what you want to play. So far, what is good? Fits Skeeter's good.
I mean, we saw Faces Void making a comeback against the previous game. What's good against Faces Void? Wraith King! And that used to be Skeeter's only hero in the pool.
He loves Faces Void too, actually.
He does! There you go. So it is a great Skeeter patch. We have 60 hours in the final stage.
You already started with your LB, right?
I just wanted to highlight that. No, because I said play. Otherwise, I would have said 7.
You might play later. You never know.
That's true.
I mean, we heard...
A 5% chance.
I'm not holding my breath.
For people that were tuning in way before the stream, even before we were live, you would have actually heard an interview with Purge and Saxa. You asked him about that.
Yeah, I harassed him. He was trying to watch his teammates play chess, and I was like, please give me a 3-minute interview. I interviewed him for 7 minutes. They played the whole thing.
Yeah, but I thought that was very insightful, and he definitely seems to be on board with going the full distance here.
Yeah, I mean,
I actually have the desktop app.
They've done so many stand-in situations now in their squad. Dream League Season 19, same thing. It was Aramis, I believe, that played with them.
Yep.
They did really solid, expecting. I mean, usually you get a stand-in, you're like, okay, they're gonna just not do as good, but they've just been hitting inconsistent. So now when they're at full power with the same people, they just have.
Says I don't have permission. Not in the same parsec team.
To avoid burnout, they swapped some people around, so they seem to have fixed that, and not better motivation than a 50 golden dollar price. And it's pretty nice. It's almost. Was it 50 more?
I think it was 18. Pretty much the
Pretty much the
prize pool at that point.
So the motivation is definitely there. There's one question I haven't asked, and I do want to ask this one. I'm not going to ask this every series, even though I did ask it last game, because I some people just are a little bit more recruiting the buildings. We heard Purge playing Team Secret a little bit, and you are going up against Talon right now. Yeah. I wouldn't have asked you there who you think is going to win, because that seems the opinion is pretty obvious, but both BBT and Tundra have shown great strength in the past. Especially there's maybe a little question mark when it comes to maybe that they have what it takes to do well here. Who is the favorite coming into this? Do we have a favorite here? Do you feel like one is the
Yeah, they got third.
Same. Alright, there's Entertainment, Game 1, Game 2, Game 3, and Part 1.
You've taken their excuses and you're like, yeah, you're right.
You're right. Good excuses. I see where you're coming from.
I think like pretty much everybody's side of League saw that they got the death loss and then kind of choked in the lower bracket against Raspberry. So
To which one? The link gives me.
Like they basically just drafted all the top heroes. Maybe that hero flexibility that Tundra has going for them could allow them to find some like opening that beats like the next best heroes. Because really, a lot of stuff does change when you take those top heroes and you move them down to like the sixth best hero instead of the first. Those like third, the fourth, the fifth, like best mids. And sometimes like open up the meta in a big way. And maybe they won't adapt quite as fast, but they do clearly play a crap of opponents, so that's gonna really help them adapt to what's good. So maybe it won't happen.
Maybe it won't happen. What will happen is a lava donut, and I hope you got your squad stream open. This is what you can expect from all the streams coming your way. And we already mentioned Talon versus Team Secret. That seems to be the series that might be the most one-sided coming out of these 4 matches. Fear, Shopify versus TSM. Yeah, classic. But who is at the moment having the upper hand?
At the moment, hey. So at the beginning of the year, I'd say TSM had their number, but now we're towards the end of the year, I want to say this is probably a Rebellion's favorite matchup. Especially because it's online as well. Rebellion is a team that has just been the best performing LAN team in North America by far.
After Liquid, Brian?
I know for a fact that Liquid didn't want to reveal anything to
Hello
us.
everybody, welcome. Here we are getting
Play each
into
other
the Middle East and
in
North
the
African
play-in
qualifiers for the
groups in the last
Riyadh
series, but
Masters.
both of
It's
them were
Team
already secured
Secret
through.
Middle East
So I
against
don't
Enigma
think that
Galaxy.
2-0
And
from
Enigma
Aster
Galaxy have
was
just come
indicative
off
of what
the
we're gonna
back
see
of a
today. I think
3-game
Liquid's
series,
looking
winning
peak
it
performance
against
right now,
X-Men
and
Asper.
going 2-0
And I'm
for
joined by
Oh,
343 as we get
little
deep into the
biased,
draft
man.
already. How you
A
doing?
little bit.
Hey man, I'm doing good. What about you?
So he's a fan.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
not
true.
too bad.
Any
Excited to
team
get
that
into
plays
some
Carry
Dota
Dragon,
2
I was
again.
like,
It's been a little while.
I said that
Doing
one.
Eastern European DPC.
Easy,
Had a bit of a
easy.
break.
But
Now
yeah,
it's
a lot
Riyadh
of
Masters
games
time.
going on at the same time, and of course, we focus
Indeed it
mostly
is.
on just one
In
game
Secret,
in
they
particular,
already lost
and
2-0
that
to
game will
Enigma
take
Galaxy
place
once
on
in
the
this
stage
bracket, so
here
meeting
at
again in this lower
Gamers
bracket
8
finals
Riyadh
kind of
Masters.
exciting. I wonder
And we
if
got
things are
glorious
going to be different this
countdown on our
time.
screen as well, and that
Yeah, right. It
means
was a
that we
2-0,
are about
pretty
ready
simple
to have BB Team and
situation for
Tundra
Enigma, right? It was like
take
20-minute
their
game
place
1,
on stage.
54-minute game 2.
Ladies
Took a
and
little
gentlemen,
longer than they
let's
would have
get ready
wanted, but
for
still
this
taking the
matchup.
2-0 over Team Secret, who then came through the lower bracket against Dota and Joya. And, of course, in the grand finals waiting for them is Quest Esports.
Yeah, Quest looked clean in their series against Enigma. Enigma did manage to get one game off them, but I mean, Quest, they just look really good right now compared to Enigma. Wonder if they can make this lower bracket run go again, you know, Enigma. Done it before.
ATF showing what he's made of. I mean, draft's pretty well developed already. Just run through the bands, Bat Timber, Spirit Breaker, Bounty, Anti-Mage. Do some Monkey, Ember, Puck, and Morphling. It seems like Enigma have a lot of focus there on some of these individual players. And I guess that's one of the biggest differences when you've got these kind of qualifier stacks. Like, this isn't Team Secret. It's Puppy and Chrysalis. Plus, you know, Yapso, ex-Secret member, but Afromotion Mage, Jordanian players. They've been around a long time. You know, pub stars, been in a few stacks and mixes. But when you don't have that same like team identity, you're just like, okay, what does he play? He plays Ember and Puck. Let's ban those. Get rid of the Chrysalis Monkey King. Target some of these players. Whereas against Enigma, it's very meta bans.
Yeah, it does feel that way. I mean, this Bat Timber is just Enigma's specialty, right? Mikey especially is shown so many times on the Bat Rider why they just first pick it outright.
Yeah.
Well then, without further ado, let's bring
Interestingly enough, we have this Enigma opening. I wonder who's playing this. It looks like a Yapsor Enigma, I want to say at this point. Could be Puppy as well.
Yeah, it could be. I think I would lean Yapsor as well, because what he played Nyx and Elder Titan, I think, in his other games. I think he's playing 3, but he's kind of playing position 4 heroes as a 3. And Enigma was always one of his big ones back in that. It was that patch where Enigma Helm of the Dominator jungle would come out at like 4 minutes, grab a catapult. That was him. That was Yapsor style Enigma. You know, he's gonna try and do the same bullshit again with this offline Enigma, take control of the game.
Yeah, and Secret were at their peak with him. He was just one of the greediest +4s ever, and that's Enigma for you in a nutshell. But that would put Puppy on the Klings though, so will we see this +5 Klings? I'm not very sure. Not opting to go for the Chen this time. Secret kind of changing things up here. Very rare to see Puppy not go for the Chen.
It's a good question. It's like, where's the Mars going as well? Is that going to be mid-Mars? Is it off-lane Mars? Where are we putting these heroes? I guess Bloodseeker is the only one we can look at and think that's Fistless Bloodseeker. But, kind of wonky draft from Secret. Whereas Enigma Galaxy, everything seems pretty simple. Mid-Cottle for Mikey, because like you said, 2 of his biggest heroes are gone. Ench Disruptor for Kuro and GH. Flexible to swap them depending on what the lane matchups are. Beastmaster for Mind Control, and they just need the Yuma hero last. With kind of limited options left though. A lot of carries banned out.
Yeah, it is true. I wonder if we'll see something a bit more rare, like a PAPL kind of hero, just to scale into the game against this Bloodseeker Mars. Bloodseeker as well, kind of different. Oh, I like Ursa as well for Enigma actually. I wonder if Yuma plays it. It's not really been a popular hero recently. Something that comes to mind for them is the Rift King as well. Nice against Bloodseeker, nice against Enigma, you know, you have the 2 lives. Does fit the pace they want to go at. This Cottle Beastmaster duo core it screams Enigma, you know, they like to play so fast.
It's like play fast, play wide map and division.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Secret has the heroes to deal with that tempo right now. I feel like once Mikey gets this travel going, like, can Secret actually take fights early on? I feel like this call is going to be everywhere.
But had some issues on lands earlier, but the Bali Mature has proven
you've got like Ench setting stuff off as well. You've got Glimpse to worry about. I think Yuma definitely can play the Ursa and Wraith King. I know when he popped over to South America, he picked up quite a lot of those kind of South American carries. The Wraith King and Ursa, the big tanky boys that just stand their ground and fight. Definitely a possibility for him. I just want to see this Team Secret last pick, Void Spirit, to see what we're actually dealing with here. And with that picked up, the Void Spirit going to be a core, means Enigma Klings likely supports, and you called the Wraith King right at the end.
Yeah, I think Enigma's not a team that goes too far away from their bread and butter drafts. Like Meepo could have been cool too, but oh, it's a Puppy and Enigma, dude, this is a throwback.
Oh man.
But I think more than anything, a 2-game series to decide
when's the last time we saw this?
Can they perform
Yeah, it must have been like 2 years ago.
Wait, it's Yapsor Mars. Yapsor, I mean, I guess
he's playing 3 technically.
Yeah, but he's like playing the 4 heroes, right? Like you said, but Mars is kind of different. Mars is like a tree, you know?
Oh yeah, definitely.
He is a blink initiator with a stun. It's like classic epitome of a position 3.
That is true, actually.
One TI, they know how to play on the
I guess position 4 is kind of similar, but
leading,
man,
I mean,
I
they're
don't know.
struggling a little bit this year as well.
Mars Klings is a pretty strong way. I wonder if Puppy's gonna go bot instead. I don't want to lane against the Ench here.
There's a team that's on the up and up right now, but they perform
I'm curious to see what Secret do with their lanes actually. I feel like Enigma has a very fast-paced lineup, and Secret have to kind of pull something out of pocket before the laning phase, otherwise Enigma might just run them over with pace.
Yeah, like if any of these heroes get behind, it often feels really rough. A Bloodseeker farming jungle, trying to get to Maelstrom. Enigma wondering where he needs to be at like level 5, waiting for his black hole to come up. It might come down to Mage's Void Spirit from that mid lane just needing to be hyperactive, running around, getting stuff done early on. But I think I'm leaning towards Enigma Galaxy as well. The amount of just ability to play forward with glimpses, Enchantress creeps to scout, break vision with Beastmaster, Hawk. Wraith King's probably not going to have too many worries. Like what could they do? Can Secret like try lane or try and get first blood, or is there some sneak game plan?
I feel like it's gonna be about how greedy Puppy wants to be on this Enigma. Puppy definitely known for being one of the more efficient +5s in the early game. I wonder if he can greed his way through his lanes. Disruptor and Beastmaster is not the weakest of lanes, and Slays definitely does need help now here. He can help.
Yeah. Help. Help me.
For like 2 months
Little skelly man already dead. Yuma with first blood.
They played it like another
Betrayed by
10
his
times or something
skeleton
at Bali
king.
Major as well. Is the
Did
5
Midas
second
get the
cooldown
first
nerf to
blood?
Devour going to change the hero too much? Probably not.
Why they didn't
just-
give
they
it to
just like the
Mikey
hero, but
actually?
yeah, it's
I feel like
possible
everyone
this
kind of
will
stopped
go
hitting
towards
and he
more
was like,
aggressive
nope,
heroes as well.
mine.
Even
Yoink.
when Pure was playing
Yeah, I was
carry
thinking the
for
same thing. Like
squad,
the quicker Mikey can
he
get
also
into his.
played Doom,
wait,
so
he's got
I think
he's got tranquils.
this
No, he's
will
not got tranquils
definitely
queued
be a
up. Just
staple for
boots
the
and wind
team
lace, get more
for
move
a very
speed.
long time to come.
And with the Cottles,
it
it still
has
is
to
boots to
either,
travel spirit
like,
vessel
get nerfed
build,
way,
or
way more,
has something different been going
or
on?
he has to really embrace
I
another
have
hero
not seen a
and
lot of
become a
Coddle,
hero's
but I do
number
feel
one.
like the Vessel Travels the
When you're
normal
saying
build.
Doom,
I think it's what you build after that's a
it's
bit more
normally
unique. I've
Pure
seen
that
some
I go to,
eggs, I've
like,
seen
that
some
I
hex,
think
or
of
just for
with that
stuffs.
one, which, I don't know, is it
I think the
worth
thing
it
about the
for
Vessel
face
is game
here?
is
You
you're
think
playing
that's
against
gonna be
Mars.
that's too
Bloodseeker is
It
such a
depends.
high value
The
item.
hero
Bloodseeker
hasn't
not
gotten
really
nerfed
known for
enough
buying
to
dispels
warrant it
early.
just being a hero that just shouldn't be touched
Kind
in
of
the
wants
first
this
phase.
BKB
It's gonna
timing.
come
He's
a
playing
lot
to
down to
Roar, he's playing to his
preference,
double
and
life
is it going to
Rift
work
King.
well with the other meta shifts that happen as we see in the position 4 role?
Yeah, it might be a rough
Lugna
one.
No longer really a hero right
We'll
now.
see what they can get
Same
done,
with,
though.
Techies.
And in that
These
mid
boosters
lane,
got nerfed a
straight
lot.
1v1,
Is there
Kothel
gonna be
against
a hero
Void
that he
Spirit.
feels
Mage is going to be on his
confident in
toes, trying to dodge away from
That's
these
all you
Illuminates.
really need when you play
As
Doom.
much
You
CS
need
as he
to
possibly
get out of the
can.
lane and then you start farming. And a lot of
There's a blood grenade on Mikey. That's kind of interesting. I wonder why.
Has been picking maybe not always the 4, but
Cheap
their
HP,
support in
I
the first
guess.
phase consistently, and most of them were
And a bit of
undying.
bonus HP.
And
Kill
Techies,
threat.
that's 2 heroes pretty severely, maybe not
Oh,
severely,
take you down
but
with
they
a
were hit
mage.
pretty hard. Techies lost
So
3
Neymar
base
actually
damage,
decided
he
to put
lost an
GH on the
armor.
Disruptor
His,
top.
sticky bombs lower
Kuro
cooldown.
choosing to
Undying,
dodge
he didn't get
the
as hard, but he did lose,
Clanks
some base
matchup
health
as well as
and
getting to lane
grab
against
allies.
Enigma. This is kind of nice for
I
him
think what's funny
considering
about
you
these
can
teams is
steal
that you have
idle
the
onto
carry
enchant.
for BB against the offlane
Go
for
to GH.
Tundra.
Put it
Those
to
two players,
Chrysalis as
Nightfall
well,
and 33,
just
are
being
two of the
pure
most
damage.
versatile players ever. So I think that
And a lot of
lane
harassment
is
in
gonna
that top
be
lane as well.
prioritized
GH down to about
as,
50
like,
health. Just being
later
pummeled
on in the
by
draft,
the Clinks.
Musk to Enigma
The
for
thirst is on him as
33.
well.
On the other
GH going to
hand,
try and
pretty much expect
turn.
Pure is gonna play in
Fairy
this tier as a
Fire,
very,
the Thunder Strike,
standard,
still going
like,
to die, but gives Yuma another kill.
like type. You know, he has a type
Yet
of
again,
hero he
the
likes to play.
Clinks
So,
betrayed by his king.
I think that dynamic alone is going to make these
Not
drafts.
the worst of trades.
Do you think that teams should focus more on
Capsule
things
gets
that
a bit
they
of free
kinda
farm,
know
some nice
slash
XP.
expect
Yuma does get his
first?
second
Yes.
kill though,
And then
so
we'll, like, they'll
he's
just
off
see
to a
how
good
much
start. This
they'll,
lane,
you know,
Rift King used
try
to
and
be one of
shake
the
things
better
up.
heroes
Yeah, I
against
think
Mars.
Tundra,
Mars is not
they've
a
picked-
very
they've
high
picked
armor
33
hero.
Doom a decent amount of times, and they might
With
just
the new
prioritize
crits
it
as
early
well
in the
that you
draft
get
just
to
so
click off
they
cooldown.
think
Rift
they're
King
kind of like
is
pigeonholing Pure
definitely a
to
decent
specific
laner if he
hero
gets
that
a
they're
hit.
ready to counter.
Yeah, we could
Yeah, now he's got to
definitely
his
see that.
his
We're a
bracer
couple
well on the
ults away
way
still
to Helm of the
from
Iron Will,
that
so he wants
draft, and
armlet.
I don't wanna talk
But
about
once he gets that
Knights
helm,
and
he's going to be
background.
pretty much unkillable in his
Because
top lane without
no,
some
we
outside
saw him
help.
play, and they
Kuro
came
down
top three,
bottom, going to get killed off by
at the Bali
Puppy.
Major with
So the
playing
Enigma
with
tracks
AY
back with
stand-in.
Malphus and just
On the other
takes out the
side, you got
Enchantress.
Luke, on the side of Bad Boom, also a very
Yeah, I didn't really catch
experienced
that.
coach.
It's a bit of an
And I wanna
overextension
talk
by
about the
Kuro.
different style of coaching,
Puppy
because
not
both
even
have been
with
around
idle
for
on just
a very
Malphus
long
and
time
ran
period.
him down.
Do you have any
Just right
information
click
what
there.
type of coach he might be?
I unfortunately don't know much about
I'm
him.
not
I
sure
know a
what
lot
Kuro's
about
getting up to down there.
But-
He pays the price for it.
I know you know more
So
about
far
AY.
looking yeah, pretty decent for
I
Team
know you
Secret.
know
All
about
their
AY,
cores
but
are
I was hoping
farming.
maybe because
Yumi,
it's-
even with a couple of
we
kills,
don't
still
know
lagging a
if
little
there's a
behind,
barrier
being
there.
pressured
We
a lot
don't know
by
how
the
much
Clinks
impact
and the
he
Mars.
has on the squad,
And of course,
but
GH
he's
with his
been
death
with the team
comes back
and
into this
active in the
lane,
region
puts a
for
bit of
such
pressure on
long time.
Afromush to
So
glimpse
GH
the
to glimpse
Clinks.
Obviously, is a
Drags
great
him
asset
back
to
into
have
Yuma's
here.
waiting
This is a
arms,
team
but a bit of a turn here
that
from him and
Toronto
Yapzor. Gets the damage onto GH to slay him with the Mars. And the Clink survives it all.
Coach to be able to make that transition as smoothly as they did.
Being chased by his
That's very
little
true.
scaly bros.
Speaking of AY,
Just get away.
you are allowed
Another
also
nice
to
trade.
talk
This is
about
a
him.
pretty
Oh,
strong
don't
win
worry.
from Secret.
I don't think
Very
for
nice
you
that
it's
they're
a
getting
surprise
the
to see
trades into the pressure, helping Chrysalis a lot
Yeah, of
too.
course not. He was even
Actually
like,
kind of
when we
good
were
that
playing
GH
the other
dies,
TF5, he was
otherwise Chrysalis is
coaching me in
gonna
a lot
be
of ways of
just
what
really
I
high
could be
move
doing
speed down
better in
here.
game. It's a very natural role for him. He likes
Yeah,
talking
super
about
thirsted
Dota.
up.
He knows about all the small mechanics in the
So
game. Maybe not
Mikey
every single
started
one, but
stacking
more
for
than
himself.
most players
And he's
know.
got a
And he can really just help you out with item builds,
stack going.
small little things you can do
Travels
to get an
queued up.
advantage. He is a
But so
master
far,
of that.
Mage not really pressured too hard out of that mid lane while looking down bottom again. Kura's Enchantress steps out of the lane into the forest, dies in the river, touching every bit of the map he possibly can, while Yapzor at top lane nearly dies. Does get himself back under the tier 1 for a bit of regen and armor.
Big wave,
Yeah, and what regen have they got? Just tangos. There's no salves or anything here, so Yapzor and Aframush, they could get dived. Yuma and GH eyeing up these targets. Aframush dragged back, does Death packed up a little skeleton. They turn on GH and this damage is substantial with the Clinks and the Mars on top of the Disruptor. Kinetic field down, does still die. And Yuma Trying to land the crits and hits on Yapzor, has 10 stick charges on the Wraith King, but I don't think even with a Wraith Fire Blast he'd want to dive this Mars.
I've been playing, and he seems to be
Pretty wild
really
first
good
4
there.
minutes already, like 8 kills, everyone's running at each other.
Transition was smooth.
Yeah, top lane's hyper aggressive. Not what you'd expect from a Wraith King lane. Yuma is going, oh, he misses the God
leading the charge. You're making a lot of these mid-game
Oh,
calls.
it's close.
And he said that at the start of
Yapzor,
his
where are you
last
going?
session, he was thinking,
Yuma.
he was still thinking like
Yuma, where are you
he was
going?
thinking like, I need to
Wants him.
tell my cores where I want them to go, where I want my team to move. And now he's like, okay,
That's
I
pretty
realize
funny
that
stuff.
I have to take
Not a
backseat.
normal
I have
place
to
for Wraith King to be at 4
enabling
minutes,
what
man.
they're trying to do.
Diving
What are
past the
my
tier
core's
1,
vision of the game,
going
and I
you
need
at your
to
tier 2.
buff them rather than
He's got to
enforcing
feel
his
pretty
vision of the game.
invulnerable
So I
though,
think
like
that's
Helmet Iron Will,
really-
full stick,
It speaks a
Bracer.
lot to his like humility as a
Tanky
TI
Wraith
winner
King, even just a level
mid-lane,
4.
that he's willing to say, I
the
think
trades
this
from
region
Blitz
needs a 5.
paying
They
off.
need another Maposhka.
He said
Yeah.
specifically
Really
he
well
wants to
helped
be
Yuma.
the next Maposhka.
Exactly, and
Yeah,
he's
that
like,
is
this
cool.
is what he believes
And
is
we saw
necessary
there a
for him
little,
to succeed as an
little
individual
off-screen
in
action.
the
Mikey
Eastern Europe as a
stacking,
region, and I
clearing his
respect that
camp.
a lot,
It is
and you
sentryed
can
up
see it
right
in his
now,
play throughout the course
so
of the
won't have
season
any
that
further
he's
access to it. Has to go a
playing
little
more of
deeper in the jungle as the Kotl.
the heroes that are more sacrificial.
So
And
draft
in
has
that top
started
lane,
now,
Aphromush
and,
returns.
first phase
Bit of
bans,
fire onto Yuma.
kind of reminiscent of the previous
Once this
patch.
Wraith King gets his armored up,
A
though,
lot of
it's going to
those,
be a
five
real
position
force to be
heroes
reckoned
that
with.
the PB team was relying on are just going to make it through, but maybe they
This really is a throwback. Double Bracer Mars. Double Bracer Soul Ring Mars. Like, this is like legit thinking back 2 years ago. Pulse 5 and are they just trying to relive the glory days? So, Yapzor and Puppy are like, let's do what we did 2 years ago, guys.
They have some pretty reliable lanes, but
Yeah, Yapzor just played Mars. Remember he played Mars that one game last time with bot lane. So this is really quick down here. Of course, little LP, no heal.
I don't even think Brood's win rate. He's not even being banned that
Man,
much
he's
this
really
tournament so far,
speedy.
actually. It's,
Oh, look at him go. Top lane, a rotation from Kotl, though. Glimpse him back with a solar blind on him. Yapzor, very low, but survives.
Well, I will say something that
Yeah, Meow, she's in here with a... He's the remnant on GH, another Astral Step. Not going to quite finish the Disruptor. Yuma, no stun. Mikey has one more Solar Bind. Trying to catch out Aphromush Clinks and slow him down to a crawl here, but it looks like he's actually just tanky enough. Gets away from danger. Lots of blood spilled, but nothing really gained.
Be very well prepared to deal with
Well,
it.
Mikey just
Yeah, and even sometimes that's
runs
not
back
enough.
to a mid
This
lane on
combo
her
is just that
fast
strong.
hero. Almost has
We're
his
seeing a lot more
travels.
IO, and I believe that's just because Pugna is kind of like so nerfed now that
A very
the next
early
best
rotation
battery
actually
is
coming
going
out
to
from
be
Mikey.
this
You
IO,
don't usually
and
see that.
natural things to pick
Trying to
with
keep
it
the
is
Mars
going
down.
to be
These
this
double
IO. I've seen
bracer
this
heroes, you know, he's
IO
not a Vanguard buyer
response
like most of
into
the heroes in this
Undying
patch. He does
multiple
not like
times now. It's
what's
very
been
good.
happening
You
to
double
him
the
top
Ks
lane.
off. Whatever partner you want to play
Regen
with,
is
you're
so
gonna be
low
running
right
into
now,
the fight.
and
Undying
every
is
time
really
you kick
good with
this
that
Mars
as well.
out, he
The
kind of
flesh
just has
stone
to
plus
keep
the
coming back to
Makes it
Yuma.
very difficult to make that play. So they know the IO Lesh
He's
is
not even
coming.
level 5 yet,
but
Yapzor.
Then you have a choice as
And
Tundra.
Mars
Do you
pretty
wanna go
reliant
for
on
it,
that ultimate.
Just believe in it,
Want
gaming
that arena
gladiator
up to make
style,
things
Or
happen.
do you just want to mix it up and pick the best
I think
hero
Mikey's
in the game?
rotation just a signal of what's been happening here. Just all-out bloodbath. Try and get the upper hand in one of these lanes at least. Mind control now kind of relegated himself to jungle. Normal Beastmaster things, get a few stacks, look towards the Ancients a little later on. It's not been fun down bot for him and Kuro.
It has not, but Yuma's definitely the big winner from this laning phase so far. So it's normally I'd say he's doing so well. He's so far ahead in terms of last hitting Puppy doing a real good job down here as well. The denies coming into play, so Crystallis is now 6, meanwhile MC and Kuro kinda really under level down here. It does slow down this ancient taking timing from them as well, since he needs points in the axis.
It's kind of wild. This Beastmaster Ench lane, you know, so often in the past, what, year and a half, it's been kind of first pick priority. Like if you have second pick, you're like, this is our combo, Ench Beastmaster, it's going to be strong, it's going to dump the lanes, we're going to control things. And they've just been completely shut down by Puppy's position 5 Enigma.
You can flex it to your mid, you can flex it to support.
Puppy knew. He knew the counter all along. He was saving it. Now here he is. Pitted against Kuroki for the 225th time.
Make sure the Razor is 100%
busted out the Enigma.
My only concern for a hero
I know what
like
you're
Drow
thinking,
is against
Kuro.
IO. I like to have
Yeah, it's a pretty weird spot they're in, right? Because Enigma's still in Div 2, playing out the season. Tour 3 is ongoing. Secret on their way down. Might be doing a drive-by wave as they pass each other by, going up and down.
Morph had to be a no.
Yeah, I agree, but this is a different roster from Secret though. It's not like
Drow, maybe there's something
with the
better,
two SEA boys. This is
that's what I'm kind of looking at
Secret
right now.
Middle
I can
East.
see it for sure because they have the
Mage
Undying.
and Afro
like,
Mush
Drow
has
has
not really
a lot
been
of,
part of a
Medusa
competitive
replacement
team
and
for a
Pulse,
while.
As far as I've seen with the Undying.
Yeah, but Afromush did.
because
He
people are
played
still
in C for a bit,
prioritizing
right? He was on
Undying so highly. You still want
WG
a
Unity.
range carry to
Yeah, that was
infuse,
so long
the
ago.
offlane
Together
a while
with
back,
Zero, I
yeah.
think.
to
Yeah,
harass
yeah,
the
you're right.
damage. So with Medusa getting knocked down a notch, you don't want to pick it
Good
into
to
Razor.
see old
either, right?
names come back.
Too, I guess. That could
Yapzor
be
especially, man. I'm so hyped that he's back. I mean, I don't know
Even better, we'll have to see.
how back he is, but
But Razor is one of
nice to
the
see him
reasons I'm
playing
mentioning
again.
these bands is Razor's one of those heroes.
Yeah,
that
he's
can put
returned.
this
We'll see if
high
he's
priority,
back.
Like this IO
Let
Razor,
me get things
he needs to work.
underway
Yeah,
again.
this isn't a hero that you sack and like.
Yeah,
he'll
it feels
be
like
fine,
laning
he'll
stage
add
already.
some
And
impact
7 minutes
into the
in,
game.
breaking
No,
down
he will not.
completely. We've
He
got
doesn't add it into a team
rotations.
fight. He's a carry,
People
he
starting
has
to
have
guard
impact.
jungles,
There's a
getting
couple of
behind
carry matchups
enemies.
for him that just don't
TP
allow
mid
that.
from
They're, like,
GH,
unplayable. His
looking
job
to
is to
back
run
up
into the
Mikey in the
link
mid
on, and he
lane.
can't do that.
Kuro
These
trying to
heroes
play
that
from
you
that
can link
southern
avoid them
jungle
off lane, a hero
in
like
towards
Drow
Mage.
makes it
They'll
very
head.
difficult for him to go
8-minute
in.
rune spawns top. It's a haste. As Mage loses a lot of his HP, but does slay Mikey with a good couple of steps. GH in a bit of trouble, but looks like they'll turn their attention to Kuro, the captain. The tumble over the little cliff top, and Puppey is there to catch out his counterpart captain and take him down. A killing spree for Puppey.
Where he used to always be a lane dominator, and that's what
Look
he
at
was
his
viewed
level
as,
on
and I
the
think now he
Digma
actually
is
scales
5.5.
way better than he used to, but
8.5
his laning
minutes
stage is
into
significantly
Puppey's
weaker.
just
Like, they lowered his movement
an
speed.
expert at this,
They begin
honestly.
giving him decent base stats, though, so I think that's
Buys
why
the
he's
metal
kind of
first,
creeping up
he's
again.
just
Even
jungling
giving a hero
nearby.
like Razor
Won the
4
lane
base
for
damage over
Crystallis
4
pretty
to 3
much.
patches
With top lane
adds up a
Yapzor.
lot.
Yeah, he's pretty
So on the
tanky.
side of,
Soul Ring, double
BB,
bracer.
what should those
Has 200 HP remaining, but okay, the glimpse.
Rider and Lion
He's going to make
is
damn
where
sure
they stand out.
he will not survive.
That setup reload.
Control, right?
Control.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
Team
it's one of those
Secret
games
that
where you get 4
And
bracers
you
and
have
just
relocate.
accept your life.
IO is played in multiple
4 braces,
ways. I feel
blink,
like
boots.
having to have like
That's
the
all you
Shadow
need.
Shaman or Lion Bane type of heroes isn't essential
Secret's
anymore.
lineup
Just
though
play
is
the
like
map like
5
that. You can play
cores.
more
This
of
is
like
a
group
this is a
style.
turbo
However,
draft.
it is always nice to have stuns
Everyone's
to your
looking
team
to
just to make
scale,
things
get
happen,
big
even if it is
items.
just in team fights.
Enigma
So I think
Galaxy
that is
like
something
Race King?
both teams need at this
Kossel?
point. Undying and Snap
And
both
every
really
time
enjoy
this
stuns, so
happens,
does
the
IO
person who
Razor, so
suffers is
there's gonna be
either the
some
carry or
highly
off lane.
contested,
And you
offlaner
know, lucky for
fights here
Secret,
that
their
have
offlaner
some
used to
stuff
play
that
post 4, so
yeah,
Yapzor is pretty
techies.
used to this network, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. Good little move from Enigma Galaxy down bottom though.
It's still most
First roar from MC, claims them the kill on Crystallis, while Mage goes fishing in the mid lane, finds the Enchantress. We'll put a little bit of pressure on that mid tier 1, but no catapult means
Save was one
no
of the players
tremendous
that
amount of
made up
damage.
for techies.
Yuma also keeping Yapzor on his toes.
Save was the
DH
one
coming
that
in as
still would
backup
play it
again.
every once in a while because he is
Yeah,
just
so
that
far
good on the hero,
it's felt
regardless
even
of
even though net worth lead for
how in the
Secret
meta
8 to
it is.
5.
kind of cool.
It feels like Nigma are still progressing their game plan, and that might just be the fact that I don't know what Secret's game plan is.
That's good against heals typically. That's like one way to beat
Puppy
heals rather than
carriers.
trying to like
What it's
kill it
looking
with
like
burst
so
damage,
far.
you just like amplify
The thing about Nigma's draft is that even though this
It
Beast
has-
Master is
it-
not
it's
having a good
potentially
time in
cool
the lane, he's good
The
at
problem I have
carrying
with all of
missions well.
BB
For
teams'
Yapzor
heroes
and
is
his
that
Mars,
they all try to keep their
kind of
systems
relying on
moving.
team
Like, all
fights
these
and
heroes
rotations
have
to
now,
come back
like,
into the game.
maybe Undying can
There's a bit of a
tank,
team
but
fight
they
top
want
that he
to
can
kinda
try and
take you back a
join.
little bit. Like, if you're a
Kuro gonna
Razor
die
with
to
the face
Mage.
of your doom up
Yapzor,
in
he's
their
gonna
face,
show his
none of
face,
these
but he's
heroes want
stuck
that.
between hellbears and
So,
trees.
they need, like, a punish.
Mage
Like, some
dissimulates
AoE
up the
punish
high
or
ground,
like a
gets away from Yuma, but oh, the glimpse! They have the vision on him, drag him back in, take him down.
It's a very
When
successful
Yapzor was
carry so
nearby,
far this
he was
tournament.
itching for a
It hasn't
fight,
been
but he
like
wasn't
a
close
massive-
enough.
It's when it's gone down a little bit in the last day, but
You know,
17 games,
Facebook's
50%
no win
rate,
list. It's
it's
kind of hard to
pretty
get into
good, but it's
position.
like
They
a
really
carry
want to
that has
commit
been
on the
unlike
Wave King
the other
Yeah,
ones.
he's a
reincarnation
range
as well.
carry effectively in lane with the Metamorphosis, so he pairs well with Undying. He's always lane pretty good against Doom.
Rough
He
spot
scales
for them.
well against Razor because
at
usually
Numa's
you can
net
buy
worth.
Hurricane Pike pretty
he
naturally.
Close
saving
to,
for
he had
Randy?
1k gold,
The Razor with
double,
your illusions,
maybe?
but
At this point,
I
he's
guess
so
I'm just a
farmed.
bit nervous for
You just
like,
go like straight up Deso here?
Who's
Williams is
starting
really nice
things
as well.
for Ben Boomerang or for BB team?
I mean, like
He's got a lot of time, a lot of space.
But it's pure,
Something
right?
Chrysalis really struggling with.
because I think
Pressured
right now,
by
I
that
believe this is
static
a
storm,
fantastic
not
Terrorblade team.
dead.
Like, if you look at their
Close
supports,
enough
like,
that he
they
has to
don't
bail
rush
away
the
from that bottom
Terrorblade,
lane.
The Razor won't either.
This is where Puppy comes in. The Puppy carry. He kills the catapult, holds the wave, makes sure Tower's not taking too much damage.
Which you don't really have.
Enigma going to have to put a lot more effort in to claim these
Maybe
objectives.
it won't fit Pure's playstyle
Enigma
to pick
doing
this
a really
Mars
good
type
job of
hero,
just
but
poking
in
here,
a game
forces
like this, I
TP
feel like
from
you just
both
have to.
Puppy
You
and
have a
Mage.
Techies, you have a Snapfire and Undying. What else could you possibly want to play here?
Allowing Yuma to
I
be
feel like he's
even
gonna
more
go for
aggressive in the
something
top
like
lane if he
Legion or Tide,
chooses
even
to.
though
That's
they're
two
not good
TPs
picks,
down.
just to be
A lot of
honest.
rotating power.
Axe too.
X
Which I also
into
don't
Razor
enjoy.
Doom, I would not want.
Yeah, that's so cute.
Yeah, I think you want to
He's gonna have it
punish
in
them going on your other heroes.
just a minute or
'Cause
two.
Tundra, like you said, these heroes don't want to get poked. Like you have
Clearing
a lot
out
of
some of these little
long-range
mud
from the
golems.
Snapfire, the techies, even Terrorblade.
Yeah, really,
builds
the
into
story
long
so
range,
far of this game for
like,
Secret has
it's gonna
been
be a matter
Mage,
of Tundra gets up
trying
in
to
your
pick up the
face,
pieces,
can
jumping
you
from lane to
actually push them
lane,
away for even just
playing
a
from
few
mid up to
seconds
top to save
weaken them
Yapzor,
enough
down to bottom to defend the tower.
Stall out the fight, but in this
Meanwhile,
case,
Nigma clearing out some
I don't know what that is for
camps
here.
in that
Yeah,
left
I mean,
jungle.
I think you're right, that Tide does sound pretty
That
cool
was
for that.
Chrysalis'
Like, if
home,
you
but
just
he's
buy enough
been
time to, like,
evicted
stack
from
up
it now.
zombies and land the Mortimer's Kisses and let TB get into a good position, or, like disengage
At
from
least
a
he's got his
Razor or
Maelstrom though.
something
So
like
many
that.
games
It
I see
really
this
is gonna
Blood
be a lot
Seeker and
of
it's like
damage
12
on
minutes in. Needs a couple hundred gold for the Maelstrom and he dies again. And you were talking about the timing and kind of tying in this BKB is so important for him.
Same spot because of the need from
The
the
thing is,
offlane, and we
he's
saw
not
Mike
really
come out.
poor. I feel like Chrysalis is in a good place. It's just that Yuma is so far ahead of the game right now.
I think Nine's
This is
Like
not
mid-
a
yeah,
Blood
Nine
Seeker
Razor.
favorite
Nine
matchup.
Razor.
Not
Nine
until
played
the
Razor
eggs
and
comes
Volley
out at
Major
least.
3 or 4
Yuma
Nine
just
played Rubik
gonna
at the
snowball so hard. CMC going for the Crimson as well. They're gonna hit this timing with this
I think when they pick
scary
TB,
Coddle,
you
this
go
Crimson
for-
Guard,
you
this
go for a
Deathstroke
different
coming
carry. I
out,
think
they
you
get
don't give
Rosh
yourself
and
that carry
you're
very much.
running
Because
way
if you're
against
a
Disruptor.
mid-Razor,
It's
you
not a
can just
good
go
place
like
to be in.
Halberd and Shivas and not feel too bad about it, but as a carry Razor, you
And then
pretty
you're
much have
fully
to go like
reliant
SNY,
on
What if he goes like some
Puppy's
Wyvern
black
mid
holes.
or something, Nine style, tries to carry the game.
Honestly,
that
kind
way.
of interesting. They've gone double medallion on Secret.
it's not a PO.
Clinks has one. He's finishing off his solar crest. So you've got one solar and one medallion. This is an old school strat as well. They're really pulling out all the real old school strats.
I feel like
Because the
Tundra's
solar
here,
and
I think
medallion
the
stack,
mid is
right?
okay,
The
Terrorblade
two
is
different
not
debuffs.
1v9 this game.
They
That's
used
what
to
this
stack.
game
I'm not sure if they
has to
still
I
do.
would
I
feel
haven't
even
seen
though
this
it's-
together on one team in a
Map
really
that
long
all that
time.
well, it's really good against all 4 of them.
Yeah, because this used to be the anti-spirit bear strat where you'd have a
They
solar
already
and a
banned out
medallion and you do
Legion,
like
which is a
minus
good lane
16
matchup.
armor or
Like,
something on it.
Beastmaster and Legion are both
I
good against
remember.
PL,
Yeah.
so I would lean
Oh, I
towards
don't know.
that for
Well,
them.
Yapzor.
We'll see, though.
I could
He's
see
gonna
PL
TP
being
out of
good
top.
for sure for the game. It's just
Safely does it.
Tundra want to go that route? Do they want to pick this hero that is just going to be the be-all, end-all?
I guess
carry?
Yuma's going to
Yeah,
start
they
thinking
do, but
about
kind of
assault
make their
cuirass or
lineup
something.
a
Deal with
little
all this
bit
minus
weird.
armor.
It's wonky, right? Because PL,
I
he
see him
will
just
still
go for a
carry this
dagger. I
game,
feel like they're
no
gonna
matter
play for
what
this
they last pick
huge
here for
Aegis
BB
timing.
team.
Doesn't
However,
really need
this
the
hero needs a lot
BKB
of
this
space
game. I
and
think he's
time,
able to
does.
go
And
in
if
for his
it's a
team.
bad IO
Mikey does a
Razor
lot of
game and they
damage
can't
as
buy the
well.
time, you have a Doom farming too.
Double
Will we
damage
have that
mage
time?
onto MC. Mind control. The black hole is there from Puppy. Dragging in the Wraith King. Finish off the Beastmaster. And Yuma with that
He's gonna die
reincarnation.
twice.
Still level 1, trying to armor toggle through a little bit of this damage. Dies the first time now as Mage jumps into GH on the back lines. Disruptor out. Static Storm's well placed and a good blinding light. Pushes Yapzor back in. Mars hasn't cast Arena yet, I don't think. Really struggling to connect with these fights. And in a situation that looked atrocious for Nigma, they come out not looking too bad.
Yeah, that was a huge save from GH, recognizing that Yapzor still had Arena. Just decided to get the Static Storm onto him, and then Mikey came in, pushed him back into it, and Yapzor just went down.
Even if it's not
But
good
Yuma was dead twice there
one-on-one,
for sure.
They just need that stun, right? So they can hit these abilities. Even TB is a hero that you hate it when the team just kites you, right?
Let's
You
see
wanna
how
be
they can
able to
get a
just
foothold
pop your
back on this map
metamorphosis
now.
and get
You,
hits
you
in.
know,
I think that
when
he has a
Black
very
Hole's
similar
down, that is
job
a
this year.
long cooldown, a big old window for Enigma to come through. We'll see if they play towards that Roshan you were mentioning, what they want to be doing with the map right now.
I didn't say you deserve to lose.
Mid
you're
tier
just
1
gonna
is still
lose.
out there,
The hero
ready to be
is
claimed by
not
the
very
Dire.
good right now,
But it looks like they're pretty content just to play wide map, keep very open, get as much farm on that cause as you possibly can.
Doesn't get the farm and falls off.
Black Hole is
It
down
has a
for
very
about
big
2.5
effect of-
minutes,
if you
so
die a couple
there is
times on
quite a
axe,
big
it feels
window
like
here.
there's no
I think I want to start playing towards the top side of the map. The Wave's in a very good position if they want to just straight up
At the
do
start
Rosh.
of this game, so that means that Axe is gonna live.
How do they do damage to Axe
Yuma is
without
bullying Mage. Get out of my lane.
They have to link
Stuns him, crits him,
and a Razor.
forces an
Backups
absolute
on the
step.
way though.
I actually
Yuma is
You're right.
pretty deep considering he has no reincarnation.
He thinks he's strong, but he's going to find out he's not. Yapzor comes in, spears him up. Wraith King down.
I'm still leaning towards BB Team's draft. I think they're favored
7
in
kill
pretty much
streak
all 3
going
lanes,
Yapzor.
and
Back in
there's
the
gonna be a
game
lot
ahead of
movements
MC and
necessary
Networth
from
now.
Tundra to
Where is
keep
the
here
arena?
with 9 at least once while he's cutting the creeps. You're pretty much the only hero that threatens him. Doom doesn't want to move.
a lot of
Gale
money.
isn't capable of moving. You have Rubik Io,
Like,
pretty
he is going
stationary
to
support,
decide
so
to
I
go
think
for the
they're
Aghanim
gonna
Scepter.
struggle immensely in the first, like, 15 minutes.
I like this
I
because
feel like
Secret's
if,
not.
BB team gets
Secret's
ahead,
lineup
they're
does
gonna
not really
turn out a
buy
lot of
BKBs
kills
other
in the
than
mid game
Crystallis.
with their great heroes.
So
And I
just
feel
a
like
lot
if
more
Tundra
control
gets
in
ahead,
fights and
it's
also
not
offering a
gonna be
bit of team
extremely
fight
easy
for
for them
Enigma
to tempo,
themselves.
but if they do go ultra late, I feel like it's favored for Tundra.
Yeah, especially with heroes that are like
pretty much it for me.
on a
Tundra's, they
nice
gotta delay
edge.
the
I think
game,
of
they
Void
gotta
Spirit
heal
as this kind of
farm,
guy who,
and if that doesn't
you know,
work,
players are
BB
always
team
looking
have a
for those
high
really
likelihood
tight
of running
timings. Like, when do I dissimulate? When do I jump? When do I, you know, all of my spells have to be cast in sequence perfectly at the drop of a hat. You get clipped by this blinding light, will-o-wisp, all of a sudden your combos are gone, you're all messed up, you get caught in stun. Pretty nice just to throw inside a Mars arena as well. Okay, you've arenaed my teammate, I'm going to put down the will-o-wisp on you. And we'll dive down bottom lane on GH, slay Disruptor very quickly with Mage and Puppey. In fact, Enigma now dominating at 4-0 and 2.
Or 200.
Tower damage a little lacking, but they've got Catapult Wave and 4 heroes down here, so eventually they'll whittle this down. Enigma unlikely to really mount a serious defense.
Nice board setup from Aframush there. Spotting out GH. He does know about it now, but I feel like Secret are kind of dealing with Nigma right now. I feel like this is Nigma's go time, but Secret's been the one being active on the map because they're still farming. The form of them taking down Yuma and then GH taking a tower as well. The map does not feel very good for Nigma right now.
Yeah, that one Yuma death really hurt. So what he used the reincarnation death in the river. He was still level 1 ulti, and then he died bottom with ulti on cooldown. They couldn't take Roche. That domino effect never really got into play. Trying to steal out the ancients on the left side of the map. MC and Mikey scouted out by Chrysalis with the blood right, and the spam of pings. A flurry of action as Team Secret coming straight back in with Aframush leading the charge, spotting GH and Mikey on the retreat. Looks like that'll cut things to a close. The skeletons roaming around. Kuro has the scouts. The recon unit up in the front line, seeing everything coming. Oh, they're trying to bait the clinks in. Aframush, where you going? Wait,
Hopefully he wants to drop a ward here.
Hello! Oh, you're all up here,
Bye, my friend.
I hope the other than gaming wins.
I mean, I think even Aframush is probably giggling to himself. That's like a funny death.
Dominance that has been a large factor.
Was at that moment he knew.
Yeah,
outside
he
of
for
Europe.
sure
And
knew.
even within the Europe, I think they're one of the
Look,
few
Yuma
little
bought
stutter
something.
they can easily
Bling dagger,
contest
maybe?
gaming Liquid in the early 10
Yeah,
minutes,
his
right?
blink coming in
Then
Korea.
that
That's
is
the
where the
AC
strength
queued
lies.
up next,
But
so
the big
like you
question
said,
is, can they
just more
continue
armor
that
for his
dominance?
team, more
And
auras.
It's been hit or miss for them over the year. So this is like the
Yeah,
first
Blink
but
dagger
the
will let him
airship
play.
was cool, nice scan.
Make it up the cliff, a bad doppelganger.
Yeah,
is
Radiant
gonna put him
scan
in a
connect.
nasty position. He's gonna
Mage
run
even
down
Axel
with the
stepping
battle
away.
on him, and that's gonna be
Tanked
your
by the
first
solar
blood
bind,
going
make sure he doesn't
over
get
to
caught by
Save.
anything else.
So BB team already off to a great start, and it comes to this off lane because they're gonna
BKB
get
up
some
for
serious damage on the
Chrysalis.
snaking as well.
We're starting to
He has
get to
use the
this.
tether on the creep
This
wave to get
confluence
out.
of events where Enigma, they were meant to be playing a little faster 2-3 minutes ago. The Secret have been allowed to get to their timings.
This is not a lane you win if you're Tundra. This is a lane you survive.
We could be on Chrysalis real soon, but Nigma, they are just gonna get the tier 2 for free here, and I think that does open up Roche for them if they want to go for it.
Bode well for Tundra safe lane. And again, as the panel said, this is a lineup
You
where
could kind of set up
cannot
here
give
though.
BB too
Not that
much.
easy to traverse the
You
map,
need
but
to
someone has
reverse
to go
early
back
because
and deal
they're
with
gonna
these
run away with
skeletons
it no
from
matter
Yuma.
what. You can't really stop it. Unless Razor just goes super saiyan.
And there's
Yeah, feeding
balls,
the
there's...
tower.
10-0 at 15 minutes.
Yeah,
First
so
30
the...
are not yours to win. It's
And
yours
the line
to
is drawn.
get through.
Yuma
Not
says
starting
take back top.
Pick, by the way. I mean, I feel like it's kind of
Look at the wards from Nigma too. So aggressive, you're gonna see anyone that leaves their base.
If you don't get IO Lesh, IO Razor is up
Hey, what is it now?
there,
15
or
seconds
it's your
until
alternative.
daytime.
It's a lot more flexible.
Enigma
You can
know,
focus
they're
Razor on
clock
3
watching,
lanes and be a lot more
making sure
confident with
they
the
understand where the
physical
Roshan's going to
scale,
be,
just something that gives you-
what parts of the map
it
they
is
need
one
to
of those
control.
very strong combinations,
A couple of pings onto Mage come out. The jump from Yuma, stun him up. The roar, will it come? The static storm from GH. Now the roar, and Mage is about to die. Killed off by the King. Yuma black holed in. Puppey solo ulties the Wraith King, who has reincarnation. Pops himself back up into action. Chrysalis with his BKB out. But nothing doing there with ultis expended by Secret. Enigma, the ones that get the kill. The important one at that. And the chase is on now to Aframush. Oh, that big old blinding light. Illuminate and Wraith Fire Blast, comboing up the darkness and the good together.
OGH wants a glimpse real bad.
Look at him go.
This is a response from Soxa, but he knows he's given up his own life to save
Go
his
Scepter
own.
on the tier 3.
Didn't touch the tombstone.
No, it didn't stick very fire for that. Maybe you get up
GH is like, tank the tower, follow me, let's go in. There's nobody there.
It's not first blood. So
Yeah, it wasn't the best arena from Yapso, only catching Kuro there. Wasn't able to protect Mage as well.
I was about to say his lane doesn't look
Black
too
hole
bad.
for
But
first
5
life of
Skeeter,
Lima,
it
they
looks
just
pretty
didn't
bad.
really have anything for a second
Yeah,
because
it's
they was
not
forced
going
to
well.
pop BKB, no
Maybe
roar,
his
but
regen is
ends
fine.
up
Yeah,
running
that's why
away.
not getting a whole lot of CS.
I was like, damn, the regen looks
Now
better
there's
than I
no
thought it was.
arena,
I was
no
like,
black
you
hole.
can
Enigma
dodge
has
the mines.
no reason to
IO
stop.
will be good over the long run. God damn,
Other
these
than
Roids are gonna
they
be
have
tough,
no
right? That is the
reincarnation,
Axe
I
pick.
guess.
I think they were debating
They will
between
stop
Axe and
on
Pudge,
time.
or the 2 for pure here. The Pudge is probably going to scale a bit better.
Yeah, I mean, it
against
really just
Phantom
feels
Lancer.
like the
Axe is gonna give you
the
a
big
lot more
difference that
early
we
game potential,
quite often
especially
come
since he has a
across is,
free lane.
you know,
He
yes,
gives them a
it's
really
Puppy,
early
it's
blink call
Yapzor,
for
it's
the
Secret,
techies
but
and the snap
they're not
back
a
follow-up.
trained team.
That was probably
Enigma,
what
they're
they were
together on
debating,
the
which
same
one is
page.
worth
Feels
more,
like
and
everything's clicking
they
for
just
them.
wanna amp the
You know,
aggression with
they've
the
kind of
Axe,
warmed
so
up as well,
if you're
having a
really
3-game
looking for a
series
fast
up
blink
against
Vanguard,
Manaspa earlier on.
probably blame it on
Team Secret feeling a little cold coming into game 1 here, and Puppy gonna get shattered and slapped by Yuma. Just a couple of hits. That's all it takes.
One more.
The chase onto Yapzor. They catch him. Will the Wisp is there. TP home from Yappy.
Vision for the glimpse. Oh, there it is. They got it.
They drag him back. Yuma looking to finish him off. It's Mikey to get the kill. That's Enigma Mars now down.
Even if you
Roshan still waiting patiently in his pit.
Enigma, I think they want to time rush with their high ground CG, but if opportunity presents itself, why do Roshan? The Solar Crest Beastmaster, the aura, the guns from Kuro, Vessel, man, look at this melt.
That tier 3's already gone.
Right, every tombstone you go through the gate, you appear
Alpha just pushed that bottom wave all the way in. Cleared out by Mikey in the end, though. Yeah, now you've taken tier 3. You can wander back to Roche, get some wards down. I'm assuming GH and Kuro can have a couple of obs and sentries here as they traverse back down to the bottom right-hand corner.
7 CS in 4 minutes. And he has a tornado.
Yuma farming on his way as well. Very efficient.
Given him
Looks like they will finally claim Roshan. Gonna push Yuma closer to his AC timing as well, so AC Deso with Aegis, big high ground timing for them. I love this itemization from MC just to go for a Solar Crest. More armor, more aura, buff Yuma, he's so strong, make him stronger.
Creating a defensive position on the map and out efficiencying you.
And they'll have a Lincolns to put on him soon as well. Mikey getting close to it. No contest on Roche. Secret, no, it's not somewhere they can be right now. They do have green lights up though. Black Hole, Arena, all ready at their disposal.
They're gonna go for the punish. They do not
Two
appreciate
big spells,
Sox
but can they
doing
deal with
that.
the 3-life Wraith King of
They're
Yuma?
gonna turn back and fight into 33.
Yeah.
Can Nightfall
Just
go
ignore the
toe to
Wraith
toe
King,
here
cast
or
his
not?
spells on everybody
Still
else.
fire on him, so he
It's
can
true,
definitely
Mikey's a
turn
big
bit.
kill. MC as
And yeah,
well.
he's gonna
Not the
start laying
easiest
some
of kills
damage
though,
back on
super
a
tanky,
33.
but taking away this
Got
Solar
kill,
Crest
less
and
than
this
decay.
aura
He doesn't
from
have the mana for
Yuma
it,
is
but
a
another
pretty
hit.
big deal.
Toronto
Puppy?
Tokyo takes it for him.
Puppy?
So,
Hey, yes. You have Black Hole, that Wraith King. Now you have Arena and speared him. Yuma doesn't care. He doesn't really care at all. He's going to turn and fight you. They've got a roar on the Mars. Aframush dead, Puppy gone. Team Secret. They went blind into this bit of action, and they're going to pay dearly for it. 3 kills for Nigma off the back of taking the Aegis and Roshan, and now they're going to start swarming towards the Radiant base.
Mikey picks up a Blink Dagger now.
Easy. He did have very fire wand range drop. I guess Mortimer Kisses just don't
I saw a
care.
bit of an animation there, but it's just an illusion.
This is a mega wave though.
Yeah, this really
Team
staggered
Secret
Black Hole.
that dive earlier, and Toronto Tokyo is going to try and create some space for Nightfall to be able to get some farm here. BB are rotating over more heroes, see if they can catch 33 as well.
This is one of those games where if you got a Harpy creep,
Oh yeah, seriously.
it's looking a little different. And we'll get 2 bounties. So Tundra again eking out some small wins here with courier kills, some bounty runes. It is a lot of team gold, which they need a lot here because
yeah, because they're down 2K right now. So
yeah, the kill's not going their way. Even 9 came up here looking for some momentum, and we'll probably find it on Toronto Tokyo as he has no escape. Remember that big wave was hitting this tower, so they got some tower damage out.
Yeah,
pretty nice opportunity that they're seizing here, forcing Nightfall off some experience. Solid rotation all around.
back to Pure, who has free farming with a Vanguard against a Phantom Lancer. This is going to be a very, very big axe, unless his rotations fall apart.
There's nothing Tundra can really do to him, unless you rotate the Razor.
Would you go Blade Mail before the Blink Dagger in this game? I mean, it's pretty value against both Doom and especially Razor.
I don't think he has to this game. I actually think second item Blink is pretty solid because you have Techies, Undyne, and Snapfire to play around.
That's true.
You have a lot. You have a lot to just throw in there. I think your Blink goes are pretty reliable this game.
Okay.
I mean, there is always phylactery. Dare I name it? One day, someone's going to do that build. It's going to look glorious, and then you are going to look.
You know,
like
I have a
fool.
friend who's spamming that right now.
Yeah, I bet he's pretty good.
I bet he's been listening to the cast.
Yeah, is AUI 2000?
No. No, I don't think IUI is doing that.
I mean, Tundra was the phylactery team, so.
Really good use of the cookies here. GPK setting up 2 different kills. He's just going to casually let Toronto Tokyo have at it, which does cause him to dive in deep here. The kiss is to try and help him out. 9 is going to be slowed down a lot here with the zombies on him.
Ooh, the last hit.
I think he's dead. Last little scatter blast, and with the zombies sticking onto it all, he's going to get snaking as well. 3 kills for GPK to be a part of in that mid-engagement. BB team are going to be very happy as they continue to get more. Never mind, 33 is going to take a shortcut.
Yeah.
Oh, Save still catches him, slowing him down, and 33 is going to die. Nice moves with the Hurricane, but they weren't good enough.
This is looking like a rough early game. I don't know, you just got to go to your Razor and pray, I think. Because you can't really go to these side lanes. There's just no skirmish power there. And the Tombstone levels have really paid off for Toronto Tokyo.
Yep.
This is the problem with giving Undyne a really good laning phase here. He almost always pays it off. Like
Yeah, he
3
levels
points.
it up. He hits 5 off that kill, levels it up, so Tombstone even more effective for this engagement.
He almost didn't even die there. This is Arcane Rune for 9. You're not getting any value out of it. At least Snaking got the Tombstone kill. You know, you got something going for you. You got some stacks here to fall back on.
Yeah.
So again, you just got to power through this Razor. I will say, Skeeter has done pretty damn well at finding some farm in this game. He's not getting forced out of bottom areas. His Phantom Lancer is, he's doing pretty decent, honestly. Maybe better than he has any right to be with how untouchable Pure is right now on the Axe. I almost think Pure is maybe playing it too defensive. I think he's afraid of like a Razor TP into getting chased down. There's not much TP
when you have a
cancel,
lane
though.
that's going that well, the worst thing that can happen is you throw it away by getting too aggressive.
Right, but it would take 4 heroes down there for Tundra because you have Lift and Infernal Blade. If the Razor goes on you, you TP to tier 1.
Yeah, that's true.
Who cares?
You are lagging.
Like, I think this is a game you get behind that tier 1 as Axe and you start finding this PL in the jungle or pulling waves to his camps that he wants to farm, and then you're just mega fat, right? This should be a top 1 Axe. I'm actually surprised. I mean, he's only behind his 2 other cores, which are getting kills, so I don't think he feels bad about that. Still, it is something going Tundra's way here as they kind of get out of that lane at least.
Looks like GPK needs to make some adjustments here.
I mean, he realized halfway through the game that he could hear his teammates, so he's trying to figure out how to mute everybody. It's like, guys, I need this to be like my pub environment. See, that's why the tech help doesn't really understand. He's like, no, everything's working. He's like, yeah, that's the problem. I need my audio off.
Yeah, it's even funny with Pure sitting right next to him too.
It's like, yeah, he's like, here's my team in TeamSpeak. Yes, I'd like them at 0.
It's like some tipping going around there.
I could still hear Nightfall yelling. Well, I'm sure they'll resolve it quickly here. Some tips go out. Small chat goes out. The tension rises.
Yeah, they look very tense.
I will say, Save is always the most serious person on this team. Win or lose.
Save has like resting, he just resting I want to die face. That's what it is.
That's a little extreme.
Are you telling me it doesn't look that way? His teammates are all laughing and having fun, and he just looks like vaguely pissed off and depressed.
He does always look angry. Maybe he is. Oh, look at that expression.
Wait. Oh, cracked a little smile there?
That might be the happiest I've ever seen him in his entire career. Quite literally. I don't think I've ever seen him in a better mood.
You know, someday he might win an Aegis. We might see some teeth. Might see some pearly whites.
Can't wait for that winner's interview.
Oh, God. They actually are one of the worst teams when it comes to interviews.
They do not enjoy them. However, they do enjoy stomping an early game, and that's what we've got going on here. 3 of the top networks for BB, though Tundra, one of those teams where even if you build an early lead, do you feel good about it?
I was going to say, what kind of things are Tundra going to be doing to get themselves back in the game? Because I don't think, first of all, they don't have the AUI 2000, Visage running around.
To be fair, though, the stuff AUI does is cheeky. It's not always winning you. You know, it stalls the game.
Yeah.
You have to be stalling for something.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So the question is, what is Tundra going to be doing to get themselves back into a position where, well, or stalling out the game? They've only got really IO.
Yeah, there's not much stall mechanism. There's not a great split push heroes. I guess you can force lane super deep and reload people out. I mean, that's about it. Rubik and I are really bad at cutting waves or creating some sort of cheeky map pressure. So it's pretty much just try and take defensive fights around tier 1 mid. That's the tower you want to hold up as long as possible if you're Tundra. Have Skeeter find some cheeky farm on the sides of the map, and then just stack everything up and hope you get good defensive fights. Whereas BB are going to ramp up the pressure here with the Atos Snapfire. He is so damn farmed.
Scatterblast goes out. Rod of Atos locking him down, allowing the cookie to land, getting a lot of damage. So by the time that Skeeter finally uses that doppelganger, it's going to be easy to find the real one, and Pure set it up beautifully and gets the first chop of the game.
Number 1 stack on the board. Tundra are getting some good tier 1 pressure, though. This is what IO Razor can give you, especially with the catapult behind. That is a lot of tower damage.
TP, canceled there from the Snapfire, deciding against it.
Last hit.
Oh, save takes that one away.
Show me the player cam. That's
He
exactly
is
the
enthralled.
expression I
Look at him.
Woo! It's like you guys like that one. Of course, GPK can't hear him anyway, so.
GPK, what'd you think about that one? GPK.
This team is entertaining. I say that. Though these net worths not looking too bad, right? They got through another big stack with the Razor IO.
Yeah.
And
eventually they're going to run out of stacks, though.
It's true, but this lead has gone down from 3 to 2K, so Tundra stabilizes game, especially getting that mid tower. Okay, it gets denied. You're sad about not getting the gold. It's still a pressure point Pep or BB don't have to go to make some of these mid wraps and stuff like that. You can also force this lane in deeper and create some space for you to operate.
Do you think
Game
that
of small things
GPK
adding up.
accidentally canceled his TP? I see no reason why you wouldn't want to fight
I don't
that.
know.
You still had kisses.
I think he thought they were going to back off, and it's just a split-second thing of, oh, it's defended. I don't think he accidentally canceled it. And Midas up for 33. His recovery is going to start on the Doom, as we've seen many times. Another cheeky curriculum.
Follow that courier.
They want the real prize.
Now they're going to find him. Pure could have completed that. He could have gone through the gate, but Zoxa will get there in time now for the telekinesis. So.
Wow, that is very awkward.
Yeah.
He actually just would have gotten out.
Yeah,
I mean, he can't know that, right? It's a smoke. He probably assumes there's a stun there.
Yeah.
So I can't really blame him for that one. Just unlucky. And
meanwhile,
BB are going to look for the return.
Yeah, you kill our Axe, will kill your Doom. Not even having to use the kisses for it. GPK.
Yeah, he's going to hold the Tombstone, so this will be a push in combination with that meta usage from Nightfall. One of the things I like about BB is even when they're winning these early games, they don't pull their carry off the safe lane. They don't give up that tower. They don't give the space to their opponents. In fact, a lot of times they go and gank there. I think it's one of the things the CIS carries do better than almost any of the other regions, is when they're winning the game, they don't give you that space for free.
Yeah.
And it pays off. Like here, you get a free tier 1, you get another offlaner kill. Suddenly you can invade their ancients, you can get deep wards, you can take stacks away from the enemy, like this juicy ancient stack right here. All this is a benefit from Nightfall staying up there and creating the point for BB to smoke to. Now you put that Tombstone to use. This is where you can rebuild that lead and take away the efficiency from Tundra. You just stole 3 ancients from him. Just like that, on top of a tier 1, on top of a Midas Doom kill.
Do you think that, the idea that you just mentioned from the Eastern European carries being able to hold their safe lane in a winning situation, do you think that's one of the reasons why Eastern Europe has managed to challenge the Western European teams better than any other region?
I think it is a big deal. I think if you look at China, SEA, and NA, they give it up a lot more often.
Yeah. 33 overwhelmed as he tried to go for the Wisdom Maroon and surrounded by BB team members.
Now you'll notice I did not say SA.
SA is good at contesting it, yeah.
Well, no. I actually think SA do give up their safe lane, but that's because most of their carries are psychopaths, and they're at your mid lane at like 8 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say SA is just like he's just crazy aggressive. So
Yeah, they
you just get overwhelmed by them.
I mean,
being in all your lanes. All
their
the
carry
time.
might be in any lane by 10 minutes. You just don't know. So that's another way of doing it. They are active. Here, it pays off. BB get another stack for Pure. Nightfall is very far ahead now, and the levels also reflected, as we just saw. They're like level 11 on this Terrorblade.
This is
And
kind
your
of
illusions
game
are
you
strong.
want to see from your Axe, right? Gets the Blink Dagger and then is successful enough with his rotations that he's going to have a very, very fast Blade Mail afterwards.
No TP for save, but he is very tanky. Already has Vid Booster going into this Vessel for the IO. It's going to counteract the heal. He's got 1,500 HP almost.
That would be nice. Tundra, need to get out of here. Nine's going to TP.
Very
Snap
long.
expecting that Centaur to stun.
I mean, imagine you TP'd on the hill and Roche canceled your TP going through.
Oh, yeah. Aghanim Scepter almost done for Skeeter. So, a very early Aghanims. I feel like, isn't it usually like second?
I've seen it first. This is a pretty standard build for a lot of the Chinese Phantom Lancers as well.
Okay.
I think it just gives you more stats, more survivability in the fight. The damage exchange between this and Diffusal is worse than Diffusal, though not by a huge margin. Like, the damage adds up with the Lances. It's also comparable in farming speed. So if you feel like you really just want to get this Ags, maybe take a fight, or end up in some skirmish where you can contribute more without going in with your main hero, it gives you that too.
If you wanted to just purely focus on farming, would you still go like Yasha first?
Yes.
Which
he didn't have any of the camps to do, right?
Yeah, I'm just curious, like, if Tundra's actually going to fight with this Aghanim Scepter at all? Because I feel like they
probably
can't.
not. It is a decent split pushing tool in theory. You can like lance waves, it pushes a little faster without having to show your real hero. If you're scared about getting axe called on the map with a bot's Snapfire joining you.
Sure.
I don't know, maybe these small things add up for Tundra. This is a team that will think about them as they continue to try and hold the net worth even here. And BB trying to ramp up this Axe Blink pressure. They are going to find the Razor.
Running into, yeah, Razor's going to die first. But Snake King might be able to get him out. Relocate just over the side here. Doesn't go very far.
enough.
A lot of mines being laid out as Zoxa stole that one away, dropped it around. Snake King is going to get blasted down before the relocate goes back. And 9 just simply cannot do enough damage to threaten anybody on BB team.
4 stacks. There's just no Tombstone answer. Once the fight is anchored by Pure onto that Tombstone, you're stuck in it. The problem with that reload is the zombies actually just chased him. They didn't even disjoint the zombies.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Otherwise, I think maybe you get out of there a little bit. Mech done for snaking does do some work here. This is kind of your Razor IO early game timing, though. He went Sanj and Yasha, not BKB. It's not going to get much better for this for a long time. And BB just overwhelming damage. And just faster moves, right? They're getting outnumbered situations because they can shove the waves in more aggressively with this bot's fast Snapfire. All these things paying off. Tundra still looking for some sort of teamfight answer. I mean, it's going to be Octarine, Midas, Doom. 33 loves this build. It'll win you late game if you can get there. 7K lead for BB. Might not happen. I mean, Philly Stone on top of it. I mean, how greedy are you going to get, man? I'm always astounded by the greed. I mean, I don't know if there's another pathway, really, you know?
Yeah, if you're going to play Doom, you kind of have to be greedy.
If he buys Pipe here, you're going to win a fight? Probably not, so.
No.
I get it.
And that Hannah Minus is only going to pay out more once he completes the Octarine.
Yep. Big signal for Tundra is going to be that Diffusal on the Phantom Lancer. That is when you can start to take a fight. If Pure messes up a Blink, if you can get through the Tombstone with your Phantom Lancer and still have HP left on your IO Razor, that type of situation, you can start to turn this game.
Yeah, burn them out while they're trying to hit a tower, play defensively around that.
BB are just going to start to force the objectives with Tombstone plus the Scotty Terrorblade finish now. That is a very fast Scotty. He is extremely tanky. And this matchup versus Razor it's amazing for Terrorblade when you're in this position.
It's going to be dangerous. Pure blinking out.
That's an opening.
Yeah, that is an opening. Toronto Toki gets behind them, drops the Tombstone, runs away. They're going to be able to address it quickly. They do have an option here with the kisses. They're going to run into this one.
Really
9. They manage to stop a lot of that damage, relocate back over to the side. They play for the high ground. Meanwhile, the Doom's going to be placed out onto Nightfall. He backs away similarly around the tombstone that has now been killed.
You gotta get something here if you're Tundra. This is as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah, this is a winning fight. They have to be able to chase for more. They get just a support off of this one. Maybe Toronto Tokyo, a second support. The call back in from Pure, though. Goes for the dump. Doesn't quite get it on to 9. Too many heals. The Phantom Lancer will die, though. Skeeter loses his life as Nightfall comes in big with his physical damage. A chance after 9. Oh my god, how did that cookie not land? That was so close within the AoE.
About as good as it gets for Tundra, right? You kill the tombstone before the fight starts. You get a doom on the Terrorblade, he's taken out of it. You steal the tombstone. Unfortunately, there's Shredder on the other side, so GBK just instantly killed yours. I thought Soxa was going to throw it more defensively because they were also reloading back.
Yeah, if he kept it on the high ground.
Yeah, it could have been beautiful. Unfortunately, the fight got displaced a little too deep, so he had to throw it aggressively there. Still, we're seeing some glimmers of what that team fight looks like for Tundra. The damage is there, right? You get these spells, you get a couple lances out, and suddenly these cores from BB are going to start falling. Of course, a lot of that started with Pure just blinking into them.
Yes, Pure,
like best
Pure
case scenario.
showed himself on the wave, so no initiation, no tombstone. I mean, yeah, you're right. It really did start off the most advantageous position possible for Tundra.
Still, that is a team fight win that buys them some time. They get some good support kills out of it. And Pure did not get a huge amount out of that. You get the Phantom Lancer kill, but no more Culling Blade stacks, and this will get you to your Phantom Lancer Diffusal. So game continuing to be stabilized here. Scrounging out the minor wins.
Time to take a tier 2 in the bottom lane. Tundra not going to fight you for this one.
Nope. And if I'm BB, I'm thinking about Roshan very soon here. Like, that should not be a fight that is contestable, at least if you're continuing on your pathways that you want this game, with how fast the Terrorblade is finding net worth. And that'll be your siege mechanism. Could potentially even do some early high ground shenanigans if you think you can protect Tombstone going into a tier 3. Though, that's the other strength of the Phantom Lancer in this game. The high ground defense is incredibly annoying. Diffusal Ags, it will kill you. It will kill you very fast. There is Grab Ally on the Tombstone. You can get another fight with it, but it's going to time out here. This will be early Roshan. A lot of these fights are going to come down to the axe jump. Can you find the Phantom Lancer? Can you start the fight on maybe the Doom? Just take him out before 33 gets anything off.
Yeah. With the Gleipnir, you've got a really good chance of, if you can catch the Phantom Lancer, taking him out of the fight entirely.
That's a death sentence for Tundra. If Skeeter gets caught, he cannot afford to be the first one jumped. He needs to play the back line, skirt around the fight, get multiple lances off, burn their mana out, put the Terrorblade in an awkward position where you don't have a great Sunder target, you're losing your mana. And just keep pushing this game later and later, getting more Razor items so you can frontline. You can always bait out the jump and, you know, save someone with the IO sustain or a reload out and then re-engage. That type of fight could be good for Tundra as well. Octarine bots online. I guess this is your rat. Smoked Doom with Scorched Earth.
The invisible rat.
Still has this tornado creep. Pretty much tells you how Tundra are thinking about these fights. Just disengage it.
Dodge, dodge, dodge.
Aegis. Timer's ticking out. What are you going to get done with it? Do have a deep ward bottom.
Yeah, you've got a BKB, Manta, Scotty. This Gleipnir is complete. You've got all of the tools you need to win fights.
Oh, very good read from Tundra here. They do have the wards for it. Still, being able to push that deep, it's like it's a game of cat and mouse, right? You want to push deep enough, you know they're running for you. You need to bait them in just enough that you create space elsewhere on the map, and that's what's happening right now top, as Skeeter gets to clear out a lot of camps.
And there's Nightfall just bulldozing through, like, you know, he's just a...
I mean, if BB want to force the 5v5 by going high ground, they can here. They have BKB on Axe. The jump is pretty secure here. The biggest thing is the Tombstone drop. And how much outspam Tundra have. Can Nightfall sit here and hit this tower, or do the lances start coming through?
Lances
Here's
and
number 1.
Plaza Field start getting thrown out, but call goes out, attempted, Tombstone thrown away.
This is what Tundra want. They want a free Tombstone kill. Yeah, they're
gonna chase after this one, using the Hurricane to push him in deeper. Now there is the kisses. That's gonna force back Tundra. They know it too, but it does look like the axe is gonna take out from the Doom. He dies.
This is This is amazing for Tundra. I don't even think they have
The
to
Thunder
chase.
does manage to go off. If they can finish off 9, it'd be great, but there's no supporting
Look at the
cast here
burn.
for Nightfall, and he is still getting burned away here.
He has no Sunder. He already used it.
Yep, that's going to be his Aegis down. Now got the Gleipnir on the Skeeter. No follow-up, though. Got a little bit of damage with the Decay and such. They relocate him backwards. Ready to re-engage, though,
nice.
off the Plasma Field.
It's going to heal him. Again, I don't think Tundra need to overchase here. They just want to continue to run BB back.
Oh, missed the jump in there. Save, try to blow up the Doom, drop some mines, but it did separate the rest of them away from 9. 9 doesn't
Another
quite
tether
die, though.
save.
Now he's been healed up. A desperate TP away from Nightfall, gonna be denied. The telekinesis will stop that GPK. He'll get out, sure, but BB team, they lose big on an attempt to force the high ground.
All it takes is one bad jump, and now here in Tundra's world, it's starting to feel a little different than the first 20 minutes here. You cannot throw too many of these fights to this team. Didn't even get a tier 3 out of that. And I go back to the way you're going to win that high ground push on BB is you find the Phantom Lancer.
Yeah.
I guess Pure thought the real PL was in there.
Yeah, he really took that one. He really took that bait.
And the thing is, if you jump with the axe, you have to think about that tombstone drop. If you drop the tombstone on an axe jump that doesn't connect, you're super screwed.
Yes.
Which is basically what happened. And then Tundra are just happy to clean it up and sit there, and I mean, then you're back in with your axe and you get doomed. That's a free fight, right? Because now you're not worried about axe re-engaging when you chase in with your Razor. I also like the fact that 9 went back for the Halberd off of the disassembled S&Y. So now he gets Halberd for that fight. He tanks up with Pupil's Gift on top of it. 3,000 HP with evasion, with a shield rune, with a Manta as another displacement.
He can challenge that Terrorblade now.
Yes, he is a tanky frontliner, and that is what the Razor is designed to do in this lineup. Go in, tank a bunch of spells, maybe survive off an IO heal and a relo, and you're in a really happy place. And now you're the aggressor.
Finds the initiation on a Pure. Pure using his BKB. Starts backing away. Gleipnir holding him underneath the tombstone with the blast off landing onto him. They're really trying to focus down 9, but Stanking's going to relocate him out of here.
So tanky, man.
Just a little bit, sidestep to the side, and that's enough to be able to disengage. Looks like Toronto Tokyo is going to step too far forward, perhaps. Another plasma field, or maybe just the illusions. Neither will catch him. He'll live.
Yeah, he had Gem too. That is not a kill you want to give away.
Yeah, he had to go through some Lotus Flowers to stay alive through that one. That's going to be another Metamorphosis that doesn't get BB team a whole lot.
This game is going to get very interesting. In theory, BB could scale off the Snapfire still too, right?
Yep, yeah, absolutely.
They're just
They
gonna try and
smoke out with the
meta.
remainder of this meta.
Oh, do you want a
They
blind
do
blink?
not catch what they were looking for. Skeeter even turning around, slowing him down, creating an opening, perhaps, to kill safe.
This is not the type of fight you want to take. You
Oh,
don't have
Toronto
Tombstone.
Tokyo, he's going to lose that gem. Immediately picked up by 33. He spotted that one, and this tier 1 tower will not protect you against Tundra. TP out, GPK, can he make it? Ooh, 33 with a Force Staff and a Hurricane. Almost got there in time.
That was such an aggressive smoke from BB.
Yeah.
You didn't get anything out of Tundra on that mid fight. You didn't have Tombstone. You didn't have the Flesh Golem. Your meta's running out. I think they're really feeling the pressure in this game. I don't think they feel they can go late game, which I think 9 times out of 10 is probably true, right? You look at these lineups, you're probably not winning a true 5-on-5 late game brawl with Tundra here if all things are even. I think there is some possibility with, you know, Refresher double call axe with Snapfire. I mean, we've seen GPK win some crazy games on this hero in the past with 6 rapiers, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Anything's possible. I just don't think they're confident in going to that spot. And I agree with that.
You know,
They're trying to up
Saxa,
it.
he has the shard, right? He picked up, he stole Taser in that last fight. So on top of the Heaven's Halberd, now you could Taser in your Razor.
Very true. Multiple disarms coming out. And BB haven't been able to find snaking either, right? You go for both of these backline supports for Tundra.
Yeah.
The jumps are bent on the cores, which means the IO and the Rubik have had pretty free reign, and they're getting significant impact in these exchanges. A lot of the tether heals, even for a simple 200 or 300, in some of those fights, it puts Razor over the threshold where he can get dunked by the axe or all in by techies and mines, and suddenly that whole fight changes.
Butterfly for the Terrorblade, which is always going to be an effective item against the Phantom Lancer, who will not build MKB.
Sure.
But I feel like he's still kind of being addressed by the Razor in a lot of these situations.
I mean, they're getting addressed by the fights just getting prolonged.
Yeah.
If the fight gets stalled out after your Tombstone, after your axe jumps, that's the part where BB are going to run into trouble. And Hurricane Pike coming out from 9. Again, Tundra just itemizing to stall and kite these fights out. They don't need to deal an insane amount of burst damage. They don't need to jump some core and take them down instantly. They're going to win through attrition the name of the game the entire time. And now smoking into BB.
BB on the low ground here. Skeeter, his smoke's gonna break. Toronto Tokyo just barreling up there.
Got the call.
They do manage to get the call, but can they pull him back into
they're
his
so
nest?
close.
What a great blast out of the cookie on top of that one. The
It's the
chase
dream.
knives are beautifully lined up. Tundra getting absolutely evaporated in his fight. BB team are like, yeah,
GPK.
we don't have to stop that. That TP canceled. Kisses to chase after 9. Unfortunately, they don't land, so they don't get the slow. Could have caught another hero. Pure was really gunning for that one, but straight to the high ground they go off a beautiful combination. Call into Gleipnir, into the blast off into Cookie.
Oh, Tundra, you clumped way too much.
Whoa,
Punished you.
what a play from Soxa. That was
Damn.
cool. An aggressive 4-staff telekinesis him into stolen mines.
All right, so you claim a core, and the wave is getting dragged by a courier.
Oh no, they are going to be doing these sneaky
God.
tricks. The courier will die for it, but backdoor protection keeps it alive and heals it up to full almost.
BB.
33 saves Tundra while he's not even alive.
You gotta know who you're playing against.
Yeah.
These little tricks save you in these situations, but goddamn, what a connection. That is just everything BB won out of a fight. Tombstone stays up the entire time. And the call gets made. Yo, GPK, where you going, son? This is a one fight.
That was a easily one fight. Double damage found for BB team. Give it to GPK, who does not have level 20 yet, so maybe not the most effective double damage.
What a heads-up courier play, though, man.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, what? The presence of mind to be able to do these small things in game is, you cannot underestimate it. And it shows kind of why this team is a championship team. Even when they're losing situations, they're still eking out minor victories.
Yeah, you have to play such a clean game. It feels like you have to beat them so many times in a single game.
And that is the challenge for BB here, as they ran into a brick wall after that early game. Now they're clawing it back, and this next Roshan could decide a lot here, as it's going to decide who gets to push into the late game in a favorable position. Pure still trying to scale, looking towards that Ags. It's a big scale item for the hero. Reduce the armor on who you're jumping. Makes your Terrorblade and your Snapfire Shredder a lot more potent.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Elven Tunic for Skeeter. Extra evasion here as well.
Ooh, that Hurricane Pike is going to get back to the Razor.
Remember, this is a lot about where you drop that Tombstone and who the Axe jumps.
Toronto Tokyo drops the wards to get the initiation onto the Rubik.
Does have
BB
buy.
team, a 4 versus 5 perhaps.
This is Radiant side, so Tundra can abuse double support buyback.
33 sitting inside the pin.
Oh,
He's going
who
to
does he
pop
get?
out. Who's he go for? He goes straight for Nightfall. Gets
That's
the Doom
bold,
onto
though.
him, but he's probably going to die to the physical damage. To get a 4-staff on Cookie, trying to help this Terrorblade be able to disengage with the Tombstone out, slowing down Tundra. It's kind of working, but GPK is going to be overwhelmed. He gets the Rubik before he dies. Die back there. Meanwhile, Nightfall up in the high ground. 9. 4-staffs up there to try and chase after him. We'll finish off save. Almost. Can't quite get him with the Plaza Field. Now he's going to lose Snake King. Now he's going to be slowed down by this. Oh, this is bad for Tundra. BB team will kite him around. 9 is going to lose his life, and they've lost this Roshan fight as well. He's still getting away. Wait a minute,
got the
Skeeter.
techies.
He's killing heroes in the back line.
How the hell is 9 not dead?
I don't know, but 9.
Is he gonna get
Battle
Pure?
Hunger? Surely
Okay.
it'll finally finish him off.
That almost got salvaged for Tundra. Just a great fight for BB. Tombstone lives way too long, and Nightfall just kited him out. The Doom goes on him, but nothing else.
Yeah, they did a
position
great
was-
job of, like, Nightfall started booking it almost right away, and his team helped him out.
Yeah, even the small things like the Manta dodge here, it stalls it a little bit.
Yeah.
And then 4-staff, Cookie away. He's just so deep. I mean, how do you get on top of him if you're Tundra here?
Then he gets onto the high ground, and then he can start turning that damage back around.
I mean,
Snaking dies once instantly.
I respect Snaking trying to bring the Tombstone down there.
Is that what he was doing
Yeah.
there?
You don't really have any other choice, right? Your tether was gone, and
yeah,
you have a buyback. The mic.
He's like, GPK, your mic's not working. GPK.
I mean, it happens, you know.
Speaking of GPK, level 19, so we're bound to hit those big Snapfire levels.
You know, I actually played it. I remember we played an entire game on a TI, maybe it was group stage, maybe it was main stage, where Yawar's mic was muted. And it was like 40 minutes into that game. Someone was like, yo, Yo, where's your mic muted? It's like, oh. He had a bad habit of that because his headset was broken all the time.
Yeah. Was he not the most communicative carry?
I mean, we didn't notice, so.
Yeah, if you didn't notice until 40 minutes.
No, it's noticeable. It was noticeable.
Okay.
Twice as full of vinegar.
Thought maybe he
Ages
was
for GPK.
Did you guys think he was tilted or something?
No, just chilling.
Just chilling.
At least Tundra will get their shard here for snaking, so a little extra EHP there, but not
I feel
the
like
IO less
Tundra,
lamp.
probably because of they're such an efficient team. They always put effort into getting their Tormentor, you know?
Oh, they want this extra network. They like gold. And who doesn't like gold?
Well, I'm not sure how effective that shard is going to be on the IO when it's paired up with a Razor who doesn't have... He's not in that status of like double ulti Shivas like running in and just playing off of spells.
And this shard is a big deal too for the Axe Lancer matchup.
Yeah.
Like just removing the cooldown, so you can just instant spin off maybe a 10 illusion call or something.
Yeah, that's a good
It's a lot of extra damage. You get to reduce his damage as well. It's just a nice pickup. I think shard into Ags here is really going to be the scale that Pierre is looking for. If he gets 2 calls off in a fight with all that up, that's where your extra damage is coming from.
Do you get the extra armor if you have a Battle Hunger on a illusion?
You mean when you blink in and call with the Ags?
Yeah, when you have the Ags.
You just get the Ags the second the Battle Hunger goes out on anything, yeah. You just get the armor. Oh, if you mean you steal the armor... I don't know, is it an armor steal or is it just like a double modifier?
I think
you just get
modifier.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you should get it. You should always get it. Either way, this is...
What was his 20 talent? Oh yeah, the Culling Blade damage. Yeah, so
outside of the Phylactery Kaya Axe build, which, you know...
of course.
When you're amping up those dunks. This is, I think, the best feeling Axe build unless you just need double call off Refresher.
Right.
There's like an Octarine build, which is kind of cool. This one, I think he just wants to make that initial call as high impact as possible, especially when you're playing to defend the Tombstone after that as well. And BB in a decent position, 14k gold lead. Aegis Cheese, they will push the high ground again. Their nemesis. They'll find a call on the Razor. Of course, you do have this lift back now. Reload
Telekinesis and Relocate both being used to defend the Razor.
Yeah, a little miscommunication here from Tundra. It'll cost them a big ult on the IO.
Yeah. And they are still losing that building that frankly should have been dead, except for that 33 courier play.
God damn,
alive.
That Terrorblade illusion did a lot. It took almost the entire Axe. They'll send another one in.
And they
do the
got
dirty
where
work.
that came from. So they are burning out. GPK is out of mana.
This is the damage Phantom Lancer gives you, right? It's just so annoying. And the thing is, even if you get a Rax out of this, are you happy with that? Not really, you know. It's not a game ender here by any means.
Sure.
Like, BB are looking for the fight. This is just not where they get the fight. So yeah, I kind of agree with this. Just you're not going to end the game even if you poke down a melee Rax here. You'll get a little map pressure. They were kind of looking to see if Tundra made a mistake or someone showed a bit awkwardly, then they would take the fight. Meta out, you got to back off now. And Octarine up as well. This is the high ground defense Phantom Lancer build. I mean, you have low cooldown lances. Tundra
off they go.
Still confident enough to take an aggressive fight.
Yeah, I've seen this a lot now. Everybody going the move speed. Does nobody really like the build up the ultimate and go the refresher route anymore? With like Bloodstone and
I mean, he's just going right-click utility build here.
Yeah, I mean, I would have figured with an IO specifically, that build would have been a lot more viable.
I mean, the move speed is also good. The ultimate scale with the IO Razor is to end up with like double Eye of the Storm build. Because then you're spell amp and everything, and it just gets bonkers.
Yeah. But for now, probably just got to play for...
Yes.
Kind of just being tanky and being able to stand toe-to-toe against the Terrorblade for as long
I
as
also think it's
possible.
what the Phantom Lancer pick did to the lineup. You have to have faith that Phantom Lancer will carry this game.
Sure.
And it's not the IO Razor that's going to do it. The IO Razor is going to create space for the Lances to go to work. So you play for that. You play for your win condition here. Believe in the pick and why you picked it.
Done for save. That's a big pickup.
He's farmed. He is very farmed.
GPK trying to find an opening here.
He is level 20. Something else to keep in mind, he has Mindbreaker, he has Silver Edge.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
All of a sudden, Granny's hitting harder than she used to be.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Who are the 22% taking that other talent?
Well, support Snap.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's the cool thing about Snap. I think both the talent trees are honestly really good. It's just you take one of your core and one of your support. But I think you're happy. When you're playing at either roles, you're still happy to take all those talents. Which I think is good design. Unlike heroes like, I don't know, Shadow Shaman.
When in doubt, call Shadow Shaman out.
Does that hero even have talents? It's like an extra second a shackle. You're like, okay.
Do you even know what Centaur's talents are?
No. I don't. I think one is like 4 armor or something. It's just laughably bad.
The 4 armor he should probably have.
You know what one of Centaur's talents should be? It should just make Hoof Stomp land faster.
that honestly, yeah.
That should be
They
one of his
just
talents.
level 15 talent, Hoof Stomp, instant.
And then his level 20 talent should just be he gains Devour. You know? And you can eat and get another Hoof Stomp.
Hey, there we go.
See, it's all coming together. Centaur synergy, never underestimate it.
Speaking of that,
there's War Stomp
got
on
a better
33.
version of Centaur right here. Devour with Centaur Stomp and a whole lot of gold to back it up.
Okay, if you're 33 though, do you want to, like, who do you see that you jump and you Hoof Stomp Doom? Is it only Terrorblade or Axe? Are you happy taking anybody? There's a Tombstone with a
I think
grab
you'd be
ally.
okay. If you could get
There's
the
a
initiation
cookie.
on Snapfire at the start, I think that's pretty good.
I just feel like when you jump in with the Doom, you are trading, right?
Sure.
So you got to be confident that whatever you're trading out there, you're happy to take that. You have to consider buybacks and where on the map you're fighting. You have to consider where the other BB heroes are in terms of can they bail that hero out, because your bailout, okay, Tundra might want to commit it on you, but if they commit it on you, then they don't have it for the Phantom Lancer or the Razor if they get blink called.
Yeah. Watching 33 use this neutral item to smoke himself and then just to burn down creeps with this Scorched Earth.
It is pretty funny. Still has Philly in his backpack for when he dies, of course. Got to maximize that efficiency.
Yeah. Of course.
Instant Midas. Very nice.
All right, setting up for inevitable Roshan, though they are going to break. Oh, Pure. A little bit too late on that blink call.
Damn.
33 gets away.
That was so fast.
That was.
Did he? I guess he saw him off the creep wave vision. Almost unfortunate for BB that wave was up there. But sick break from 33 and incredibly fast reaction time from both players, actually. Pure knew exactly where he was. Unable to capitalize. 17k gold lead now to push him into that next Roshan. That's got to be the Roshan that you try and end the game with, right? It's going to be a Refresher Shard or an Ags that's going to enable you to go high ground with double cheese. You don't want to stack it and look like a fool. We'll see this again in slow motion. Yeah, I mean, 33, basically, he knew he was probably breaking a smoke there. Instantly ready to get out.
Roshan is going to be a little bit later. Got a bit more than a minute to go for that one. So Tundra going to be playing out in the map, and BB team will be just resting around the Roshan pit. They'll know when it's up thanks to the Techie's Mind sitting in the pit.
Level 22 for Skeeter. That's also a very good timing for Tundra if they can get to the level 25 on the Phantom Lancer, unlock that late game talent. Both of them historically have been very good.
Yeah.
This game, I could see an argument for either. Depends if you. I feel like he's probably going to take the Doppel because he has the Octarine build. Just be as annoying as possible. The single target burst with the crit is also pretty solid. I feel like you're tanky enough. 1,000 gold from Illusions, why not? You know what I would like to see? An unfair gold counter, you know? Like, how much gold has 33 gotten out of this game through Devour, Midas, Philosopher's Stone, and whatever other bullshit he's conjured up?
Yeah, I mean, we got a little bit of this with this one.
I guess, yeah, this kind of shows.
You know, then there's the
Other?
stacks
I guess
as
Other
well.
is the... I don't, does Other even include half that out? What is even Other?
It's everything else that's not on the list.
Does that include Midas and your creeps? That's from neutrals.
Probably.
I guess it's Midas gold.
Smoke breaks.
High ground ward.
High ground. Whoa,
They
whoa,
forced it.
whoa! Where are you going, Snake King?
No, that... Wait, that wasn't Toronto Tokyo's. Whose was that? Oh, okay, it was Saves. Yeah, that was an aggressive force.
I mean, either way, do you really want Snake King being up there in the first place? I imagine he was trying to get a ward on the high ground, but...
I think that's kind of a desperation smoke for Tundra to maybe contest this Roshan.
Yeah.
Like, maybe they're not there, you get a high ground ward, you get a good fight. Otherwise, you're not going to win it anyway. So you send the IO in. if they're all there, you're going to lose the fight regardless. It's going to be a high ground tombstone. I can kind of see the argument there, but it does look kind of funny. And it will be Roshan for BB as Aggressive Force Staff seals his fate. Save with the cast range, make sure of that. And it was a refresher completed on Pure as well. So this axe is jacked, man. Like, this is going to be a hard-hitting call because you're going to get potentially called twice if he finds the Phantom Lancer.
Where'd that Toronto Tokyo picked up the axe, but did he eat the axe?
Axe went to Toronto Tokyo, yeah.
Yeah, he actually ate that one. Really? Okay.
I mean, it's still just extra strength, but it's not as good as it used to be. It used to be 10.
Yeah, it used to be 10.
I don't know. Is that actually worth? Is there's not a better axe in the Terrorblade or the Snap?
Yeah, I feel like one of those is better. I would definitely take the Ags on Undying over the Techies in this kind of game where you're going to be sieging high ground.
Huh.
Yeah, I definitely would have given it to the Terrorblade.
Honestly, I'm baffled. Yeah, I'm so surprised that Nightfall, of all players, too, gave it up. That Ags on Terrorblade is good.
Yeah, I mean,
really
those same
good.
situations where we're watching, like, you know, them getting chased down, a defensive Terror Wave to just push them back would be super good.
I agree. Even the Fear is good this game because you don't have BKBs on Tundra.
Yeah.
It's only the BKB Doom who commit in. Let's say you blink in Doom and you just Terror Wave to buy time for whoever gets doomed. You're guaranteeing fearing the other cores here from Tundra. The Razor has no BKB. That just seems better than 4 extra strength on a decay. I mean,
you know, maybe Toronto Tokyo's gonna get like 10 decays in this next fight.
I think Toronto Tokyo thinks he's still playing mid on Team Spirit. I mean, he does have a Shivas.
I mean, yeah, he
and
is
a
big.
Stormcrafter.
Yeah, I laughed at the Stormcrafter one. I was like, man, this
Wait,
guy...
did he take the decay talents? What did he take?
Yeah, let's check out those talents. We got
did.
a decay cooldown. Yeah.
Okay.
And he was like, guys, I'm level 20.
All right, fool on me. I mean, he's gearing up to carry the game. I respect
he's
that.
building an Octarine. My man is going to be throwing decays
that.
left and right.
I actually respect this build. I think a actual 5-player, well, not an actual one, but a sacrificial 5-player is how I phrase it. Yes, it would have taken the Tombstone on Death to get 2.
Yeah.
And played for that. Toronto Tokyo's like, you know what? We need some extra late game security. I'm gonna pick it up, boys. I'm gonna be a problem. He's got a Shivas for the Phantom Lancer, Stormcrafter damage, decays going around, sucking out strength. That is one way to prep for a long duration. I actually think it's kind of genius the more I think about it. I've been convinced.
You've been converted. Toronto Tokyo, gotcha.
I mean, what else does he build that skews these late game fights, which is where they knew this game was going, right?
I mean, any amount of auras.
That's the Shivas.
Okay, but like Vlad's and
nobody builds Vlad's anymore.
Crimson Guard is still good even this late against the illusions.
Shut the hell up.
What am I?
Let the man carry. Let the man carry for all those 5 Undyings out there. You don't understand what Undying does to you as a player. You know when you're in an Undying meta?
I'm an Undying player.
When you have to play this hero 30 times in a row in a tournament, I guess if you're Celery, you have to play it 30 times in a row for 3 tournaments. You start to become the Undying, you know? Your brain degenerates. You just sit there drooling in the game, pressing decay for the 2,000th time this year, praying that there's a patch. Every patch, you just go through it, you see like -1 base damage. Oh no, it's not enough. Please let there be like a Bane buff or something. No, there's never a Bane buff. You have to play this hero another 50,000 times. I respect this. This is Toronto Tokyo revolting against the system right here.
Raging against the machine.
You want to make me play this hero again? Fine. But I'm going to do it my way.
I'm going to carry.
I'm going to deal
carry
damage.
with the Undying.
I like that. We'll see if it pays off. Almost level 25 for Skeeter. It has been a slow crawl there as he does not have a lot of space. Did want that aesthetic cap, by the way, so he is basically playing to just survive the axe jump and then thinks he'll win the fight after that with Disperser MKB picking up the damage slack. He hits very hard now.
Yeah, it's not too often you see MKB on Phantom Lancer.
He will also guarantee a buyback in this game, right? I don't think there's any world in which Skeeter ever doesn't have buyback. Ooh. Wow, almost got him. But did not get him as this game continues to get stalled out. Man, look at the net worth on the BB supports here. That is something that can win you these late game
Oh,
fights, even in a
Jesus, they're right there
disadvantageous
next to
lineup.
the Axe. Holy crap.
Yep. So you might be laughing at it, but
They are actually the difference, but
yes,
they are the
net worth.
22,000 net worth lead.
It's not
for
the
BBT.
cores.
Wow. That's crazy.
Tundra, BB know they're down here.
Save, he's going to lead the way with his Glimmer Cape and Taser. Scythe going to be used on an Illusion.
Okay, the real question in this game is, as we continue to push it later and later, is Save gonna transition into a right-click carry?
I mean, he's building a BKB. He wants to get in there.
He did it in one of those other
He
games.
didn't go the magic resistance talent. Holy crap. I mean, I guess there's not a ton of magic damage he's taking.
Yeah, I don't think there's too much here.
But even then, you usually take it just for yourself for blast
Sure.
off.
I don't think he's too worried, though. He was having a pretty clean game. But he has gone Mjolnir on this hero before.
Interesting. I mean, if you're going to play Tundra, you better be comfortable with the late game, right?
I hope so.
Because you know they're gonna be able to stall it out against
Yes.
you. So BB team showing that they're, you know what, like, all right, do your thing, whatever. Run your couriers around the map. We'll get you eventually. One of these times, Spear's gonna hit that blink call on an actual hero.
And you better make it count. Got to think about this reload too, right? You can double call the Phantom Lancer. Reload save is going to be there. I don't think he dies fast. Maybe he dies fast enough. If you have everybody there, he probably does. That's the big question,
Looking, they might just pick off Toronto Tokyo. They were going for it.
Level 25's coming in. You got GPKs here, so he is in the ultra late game. He gets that Daedalus up. He's going to be cleaving through some heroes. What a pure take on this axe, by the way.
Yeah, you take the bigger one? I assume so. I feel like everybody does that.
There's a lot of damage on these Battle Hunters, especially when you have the Ags. Can't really blame him for taking a larger stun, though.
Especially when you have the refresher, double the value. Ags, Lincolns.
This game is going late.
You know, that being said, if I'm BB team, I'm fine. You know, push it late, whatever.
Yeah.
But I do think 60 minutes is the cutoff. Because I feel like 60 minutes, when you get tier 5 neutral items, it actually means that the game, your net worth advantage that you built up starts to mean a lot less. Because these tier 5 neutral items are like relatively game changing.
You could argue it means more if you get Ex Machinas.
Yeah, I guess so.
But yeah, there's Pirate Hat. The equalizer of all things.
Yep.
I don't know, this game is going to get
Tundra
very wacky.
loves a good pirate hat.
They love a good Pirate Hat, that's true. I mean, his net worth is pretty much irrelevant. It's just about who gets the jump in the fight, who can outlast who, and a lot of MKBs have come out in this game, so there's a lot of evasion, Pierce.
Yeah.
You're also going to have to deal with a lot of buybacks, probably with both teams. I think both teams are going to save buybacks here for these Roshan fights, for the base pushes. It's a lot of lives to get through. You also have reload back into the fight potential for Tundra. That is something that could be an X factor.
Yeah, like two heroes die,
Snaking
buy
wants
back
to
on
play
Aya
for it.
and relocate him. +1.
Kind of hard to do sometimes. You never know.
Static Link steals attack speed.
It's very good on the Terrorblade. Very bad on everybody else.
Yeah.
He's hitting hard. 4,000 HP, Trickster Cloak, MKB Nullifier of his own. If 9 gets on top of Nightfall and gets a good suck, he's going to be strong. Going to be really strong.
Roshan's up. Cannot afford to give this up, no matter how cautious BB team want to be. You got to start getting down to this area, so smoke up.
All right, Pure. Let's see what you can jump, my man. Tundra waiting.
All right. They're going to go through. They've got the gem.
33 is going to try and break it again. 5 buybacks up for Tundra on this Radiant Outpost. This is such a hard numbers fight for BB here. You really need a good go with the Tombstone and the Call.
Yeah, but I don't think they can stall it out for 2 minutes. So
the Shivas, the Vision.
Scouting, Toronto, Tokyo, laying that ward. You're going to try and deal with that Observer ward. Save, gets it, trying to get away, and he's fine.
Ooh,
Call goes out.
Catching 9. Holy crap, look at that damage coming out. And there's the Terror Wave going out, pushing away Snake King, who was hoping to be able to get the save out, but that relocate denied. Now 33 caught on the wrong side of things. Does manage to get a nice TP way. Call goes out. Oh man, the damage is just amped up right now for BB team. And Snake King, he won't make it out either. Boy, 2 good catches that immediately followed up by just shredded by GPK.
Those are really good jumps by Pure. Didn't even cost putting him in a dangerous position, and all of his damage was just waiting on that high ground.
And look at GPK, straight into it.
Oh yeah,
Wants
they
to
want
catch more. Don't let Tundra get out on the map elsewhere. Brings down Soxa.
Very good read. This is how you punish this team. Don't let them extend the games, get the lanes back out. Just kind of match them on the map. And 33, he instantly TP'd out of there.
He's going to go for the kill onto GPK. Pure is here. They're going to buy back TP onto it. A big pickup.
Do you buy here if you're Snap? That's the question.
I think you got too many buybacks out of Tundra that I think you're okay with.
You got 3 there, and I guess your meta's out, so you weren't going to push anyway?
Yeah.
Damn, that is an aggressive buyback from Skeeter.
I mean, Skeeter was definitely required, I think, to get that kill.
Yes. Because they don't know where the rest of VB are.
Yeah. The support's buying back on top of it.
Goddamn, though, that is a big buyback to get out here because that's give you your high ground potential. Right now, you can jump the Phantom Lancer. We saw there, if Pure finds him, he evaporates. I don't think you can save the Phantom Lancer in the blink call if the damage is coming out from the other 2 cores. Maybe with a shard lift save? Yeah, he went the Flesh Golem strength, so I mean, this build's coming online, I guess.
Yeah, he is. And the question is like, okay, you got the kill. What do you do with this period of time? And the answer is, I think, nothing. Like, you're going to get some farm, but you're not going to take an aggressive fight into Aegis. At least I assume not. Tormentor, but no shards to be given away at this point, this late in the game.
I also think the reload save has to basically be instant the second the axe goes in. There, it didn't come out fast enough to get this Razor out. The issue is you don't know how much follow-up there is. So it's like, I don't know if Snake King wants to reload the instant the axe blinks. Let's say the axe blinks, you reload, and axe just runs away, and there's nothing there.
Yeah.
You feel really bad. Though Snake King's read of the team fight in this situation has to be on point for Tundra to get these saves out. There's just a lot of net worth to deal with, man. These BB supports they are doing a lot. These builds have paid off.
Dude, he's going to get a BKB. There's going to be some golden flesh golem that just rolls up.
It's a problem.
Starts smacking people, and yeah, it is going to be a problem.
Like, he can just run in and start killing supports. It is a lot of damage here. And save did not
take... It's a lot of slow. It's a lot of damage, Amp.
The right-click damage, sad. What can you do?
Again, I think you want to be a level 30.
I'm telling you, what you do is you take that talent, you buy a Lotus Orb, you run in, you bait 9 to link you. And then he's in a world of pain. Shield Rune for Nightfall. He ate a Moon Shard. He has Refresher. He's got everything in the world. Time to try and end the game. High ground defense is where Tundra has shined this year, and is where their lineup is very potent. They are missing some key buybacks, but they do have 2 on 2 of the cores, and these Lances are going to do a lot. Aggressive Tombstone.
Yeah, once again, placed on the high ground.
Yeah, that is not something you can do versus
much
lineup.
Space. Goes for the call. Managed to get it on the Phantom Lancer. Instant telekinesis lift away. The Terror Wave goes out, pushing 9 over the side here. Meanwhile, the introduction of 33 into the mixture does cause BB team a little bit of problems. So they have to start backing away. Nightfall taking a lot of damage from this 9, but another jump in from Pure. Oh, what a save! The Sunder got the heal out. The Sunder goes out. 9. He starts backing himself away, but he's going to have to leave Snake King behind, who gets hit by the blast off. Trying to get the Force Staffs out, but nullified save. Still going to be fine. Walks it off instead.
These illusions are adding up.
They are. Nightfall almost losing his Aegis.
For what? He has no mana.
Yeah, I mean, he can sunder something, surely.
He wants to die right now. Please take me.
Yeah, he's finally going to fall. Okay, call goes out. Doesn't hit anything. Illusions only. Shredded. Just pushing back Tundra. Just making sure they can get out without getting caught.
A lot of gold extracted. However, does gold matter right now? They did not get that Phantom Lancer kill. 2 very clutch saves for Tundra with the lift back and the stolen Sunder. He still has that Stolen Sunder, right? I don't think he took anything else. That is a big spell to steal.
Yeah, let's check out that Rubik. See what he's holding on to right now.
No, you don't get to see a cat.
60 minutes is coming in.
Oh, he did steal.
Oh, he's got a little shredder now.
Okay, he gave it up. Aeon Disc also got popped. That is such a ballsy position for Skeeter to be in with no buy. Like, if you don't have that instant lift save, the damage is incredibly fast.
Once again, Tombstone on the high ground here.
Yeah.
He's trying to pull Tundra in to hit it, and that's where Pure gets his initiation.
You can just send illusions, though.
Yeah, that is true.
This is the refresh
Backdoor
meta.
protection's up for a second there. Closes down. Pure
Got
gets
the
the jump
Rubik.
onto the Rubik, and another Terror Wave. Stopping any of the
that's a
follow-up.
strong
33
Doom.
gets a really big Doom, though, with a War Stomp on top of that one. Looks like Nightfall ticket out.
He didn't get the
BKB,
Sunder.
no! Couldn't get anything off there. Now 33 off of that jump in. Okay, shot another
Skeeter?
Doom. That's going to be in the wrong spot.
Skeeter?
Skeeter trying to jump away. Doppelganger. Oh,
my.
with the juxtapose invisibility, he'll sneak away. Bet Boom using big buybacks. If they killed the Phantom Lancer, they could have ended the game right here.
That was the most insane thing we've seen this entire... What was he doing there? With 200 HP, no buy.
I don't know,
Go heal.
but Toronto Tokyo has 64
He
extra
has
strength right
10,000
now. He
HP.
almost has 10,000 HP.
He is an absolute abomination. What do you do versus this? I guess you just kill him. It's actually not that
Yeah,
tanky.
Pure trying to
Another
get that
missed call.
jump. This is 33. Gets the counter. Saved, though, with the blast off on it, too. The Phantom Lancer's not able to
Oh,
follow
the
this jump
golem
in from
hits.
33, and he just dies so damn fast. More shredded, dies.
The PL's
Peter,
gone?
he falls 2 minutes, gone. He couldn't stand up to that damage from GPK, and Tundra will throw their lives in, trying to stop